And we're live. I'm still preparing. All right. What's up, everybody? Here we go. Live from Toronto, worldwide. How's everybody doing? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. We got 13 waiting, 13 here. I'm going to collect my Guerlains, and then we'll do a poll. We'll do another poll for best modern day Guerlain. And I don't know how you guys want to define best modern, like modern day is what we need to define first. And then we'll decide what goes in there. And I'll put up the poll. You guys let me know what you want in there. We'll put them in the poll and you guys can all vote. Your Rose says Angelique Noir is masterful. I like Angelique Noir. Yes. But I'm going to vote too. Let me get rid of some of these perfumes here. Okay, so modern day. How far back are we going? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? 30 is too much. Like I wouldn't have anything like as far back as Guerlain Heritage in this. Like that's going back way too far. I shall come in. Pradeep, come on stream sometime. Bring your knowledge on video. Galen, come on stream sometime. Galen, come on stream. Galen's getting his wiener pulled. I mean, his blood drawn. Sorry about that, Galen. Are they showing off their wrenches? Are they showing off their wrenches? I'm a little tad greasy today. Look at this. Fuck's going on? I'm a tad greasy. It must be like the humidity or something. The heat. Spaced Out. Welcome. He says, Spaced Out, come on stream sometime. We'd love to hear from you. Come on stream. But Spaced Out says, my favorite Lummy Deals Extreme. I love the woody tobacco dry down. I've not tried the Extreme yet because it's not available in Canada. Pearly says, I can't think of much, but I would say there's got to be a few, all right? There's not going to be a ton of like brilliant ones, but there's going to be a few good ones. I'm sure we can pull a few, and I'll start pulling some out, all right? I will start pulling some out, but I will not include these. I won't include anything from this in my list. If you guys want to add it, I'll put it in the poll, but none of these count for me. Anything from the Guerlain Homme collection. Right? We can do these. We can do the arts and materials if you want. I think we should count those because they're modern day. And if somebody just wants the designer realm of Guerlain, then they can take that poll and just remove the, if it's like an art materials that comes first, just remove it until the first one from the designer segment or their signature line comes up. Right? You can put this. And we don't necessarily have to put like the certain concentrations. We can just have like the franchise name, like Lidge or L'Homme Dial. If we go like all the different concentrations, it could get like really muddy and confusing. I've got some over here. And we'll use the most modern bottle for Lidge. And we'll take this out. And should we do the Absolutes d'Orient as well? Should we include the Absolutes d'Orient? Because there are a few good ones there. I would include them. What's up, everybody? Paul Pafemo is hand pink waving. Michael John is hello, sir. Mika, yes, sir. Supply and demand. I like Ideal EDT. Catherine, what's happening? Catherine, good to see you. Sob, good to see you. Flower Girl B, good to see you. All the regulars are here. All the stars are here. Iris Torefi, I saw you mention that on Rich's stream earlier. It is nice. It is nice. It is nice. Even if I want something more from it, it's still nice. Post 2000. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I think that's kind of a good timeline. Rich says faux to that. Let me DL. It's not my favorite from the range, but vintage is 20 years. Yeah, I thought vintage, 20, 25. Okay, so we'll keep it at, let's go 2000 and anything else. I really like this too. Let me get this. Stop it. Okay, I'm going to start the poll. I'll start typing it up. Start a poll. Okay, so I've got Lumi Dial. I'm going to put, should we put the women's as well? Do you guys want the women's? Okay, I'm going to scroll right. Should I put the women's in? Yes or no? I'm going to put the women's because I like some of the women's. So I'm going to put Mon Guerlain. Mon Guerlain. Okay, so I've got Lumi Dial, Mon Guerlain, Queer Intense. You want to see Queer Intense in there? Okay. Queer Intense. Right, how many options can I add here? Santal Royale. Okay, so I've got Santal Royale. Oh, damn, you're only allowed 4? Oh, this is not going to work because Guerlain's got 1 million releases. This is shit, actually. I didn't think this was going to happen. You're only allowed 4 in the poll. Oh. Fuck. Now what? Now what? Okay, this is what we'll do. I know what we're going to do. It's not the same, though. We've got Lumi Dial Collection, Mon Guerlain. We'll put the Lidge franchise. Le Petite Robe Noir. I don't know if that's modern anymore. Like, when did that come out? It's got to be like 2010? 2010, was it? Yeah, that would still fit. So what? Lumi Dial, Mon Guerlain, Legend. No, that's not cool. That's not a cool poll. Poll's over. Stream's over. See you, everybody. What else can we do? Maybe we'll just have to do it like in the chat. It's noir. Like, is there an E at the end of Le Petite Robe Noir? Oh, Habit Rouge dress code. That would definitely go in there. There is an E. There is an E at the end of Le Petite Robe Noir. Okay. So we'll do just the designers first. And then we can see we're only limited to 4. Should we do 4 arts and materials after? We'll do 4 arts and materials, 4 absolutes. Flower B girl do like a 30-minute playoff. Yeah, that could work. That's what we'll do. Sounds good. So for the absolutes, I would put Bois Mysterio, Encens Mythique. Now, are we doing discontinue? Are we going to do the discontinue? I would put Santal Royale. Ombre Eternal. Do we do discontinues? Yes, we're going to do the discontinued Ombre Eternal. It's not our fault that Guerlain discontinued, but it's a good release. So I'll do those 4 from the absolutes. And then from the arts and materials. This is going to be a little bit more complicated, arts and materials. See, Euro says this would be a great stream if Pradeep and Spaced Out came on. Love to see you. I agree. Get your asses on here. What are you waiting for? Be here with us. Be here. I really enjoy Neroli Outrun Wire. I think it's highly underrated. It's got a nice oud in the base. Soft. I like that. It's like tea and oud. And Neroli. It is nice. A nice, soft perfume. What do you think of Tabak 28? I hated Tabak 28 for years. And probably even like the first 10 times I wore it. And then one day it just hit me. I was like, holy shit. Like it took me over 10 wearings to like really appreciate it. And the reason it just didn't unfold on me. Like it took all those wearings and nothing made sense. It just kind of smelled very linear and it felt trapped on me, you know? And then one day it just kind of opened up. I was like, holy smokes. Like this is something really nice. Almost to the point like one of my favorite tobacco perfumes. Space Out says he'll come on eventually. No, Bois Mysterio and Bois d'Argent don't smell anything alike. Bois Mysterio is dry, woody, spice. It's Middle Eastern, bro. Like all these are Middle Eastern. They're like heavy and pungent and scratchy. This has got oud in it, leather. You're wearing too much Terre de Hermes there, Galen. What's up, douche? Dushan. Guerlain Better is a favorite. Yeah, but it was a classic, right? We're going to save this to modern day Guerlain. Yes, I agree with you. I actually like this a lot, L'Homme Ideal EDP. And the best part is I know a couple of people that wear it, and that allows me to appreciate off of them and kind of excuse me from wearing it. So, and I can still wear something else and still enjoy L'Homme Ideal EDP. I like smelling it on other people. And even the times like when I've worn it, I've really enjoyed it. Santal Royale is the best. I've not tried this yet. The new Abbé Rouge Privé is so amazing. An immediate top 3. Wow. Is this here in Canada? I mean, if it is, I'll go and try it tonight. I don't think it is. No. Where is that available? Where are you guys trying these? I think. Do you think Wasser would have done a better job? I think Guerlain and Dior are one now. What you get from one, you'll get from the other, and not much difference. The only difference will be like the creativity of the perfumer, but I don't think they're going to get like really outside of any box. It's just Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. It's the same you're going to get from Louis Vuitton. All 3 brands are just releasing the same stuff. whoever else is in there, MFK as well. They're masculine releases. Well, it's all just like the L'Homme Ideal range, right? Which is a great range if you are into designer fragrances. They probably aren't going to please a lot of people that are into niche or designer exclusives or vintage, but for the younger crowd, they're very enjoyable. They can be enjoyable. We should be able to enjoy this, but the people here, like me and a lot of you, have ruined perfumes for ourselves. We can't enjoy just like simple things. They've got to be like really weird and obscure and outrageous and expensive and exclusive and hard to find and discontinued, because that makes everything better, right? I'll drop the link if somebody wants to come on. There's the link. If somebody wants to come on and talk about Guerlain, I don't want to talk about like, we'll talk about Guerlain and we'll talk about Perfume. If you're going to come on, that would be nice. Iris Todefi. It's been a while since I've worn Todefi. Let me get some arts and materials out. Okay. And then we'll decide which arts and materials. We got to decide collectively. Oh no. Does anyone remember this? Myrrh and Deliriers. It's like licorice and lavender. And they've gone and discontinued it. We've got somebody here. We've got a very special guest. Everybody, please welcome the one and only Dev.
What is up? What is up? It is currently a very pleasant 1 in the AM. I saw that you were streaming, so I thought I'd hop on.
Well, thanks for being here with us, Freddy Krueger.
No prop, Freddy. Whatever you want to say, man. No, it's
It's like the modern day Freddy, like the shirt. No, it's like I'm getting Freddy Krueger vibes.
No, it's just a kind of sailor shirt. You know, it's kind of like.
I gotta say, Dev, I'm really big into the sailor stripes. I love sailor stripes.
Thank you, man. I don't know. I just when I saw it, just picked it up. You know, it's a classic. So you know, I wore it. Anyhow, no scent of the day for me today. I just forgot to apply, and it didn't really bother me. You know, just me and my own natural smell. How was that?
You're okay with going a day without any fragrance?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. I don't feel obligated in any way to like wear a perfume just because I have it. Like
Lidge is still 2005. Lidge came out 2005, 2006-ish. I mean, in terms of fragrance, 15 years, that is not a long time. I would still consider Lidge, even though the smell isn't modern to today's modern day perfumes, I would still consider Lidge a modern fragrance. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd consider. I don't really go with like classical or modern definitions by like the era. I more go for it by like their personalities. So like um even Puranom de Caron, which for a reason that I'm not quite sure about, it doesn't really feel like classical to me. It really feels modern, even though it came out in the 1930s. And if we kind of reverse that, La Douleur Exquise actually feels classical to me rather than being modern.
It's about timeless.
Well, sure, you could say timeless. Classical and modern to me are more about personality and like the general character rather than when they came out. Like sure, there are definitely perfumes that fit into both these categories, like Misuko, Chanel Number 5. You could say
Those
what
to me are timeless perfumes.
yeah.
They'll be relevant like in 100 years the same way they were the day they were released.
Well, no, I would say, well, no, because even something like Fracas fits into both the classical and the time period and the construction, but it is most certainly dated.
I don't think so. It's
You-
dated when you're comparing them to modern perfumes, absolutely. But modern perfumes are everything smells the same and it's a trend and they smell like synthetic molecules while you smell these classics and they smell like things that you would smell out in the wild, out in nature, out in
well,
real life, things that you would come across every single day.
well, not
Where
necessarily.
are you going to walk about and find the smell of, Baccarat Rouge in the wild?
I do
Where?
agree. Then again, um, there are modern citruses which do really smell like something you'd smell out in the wild. Like Acqua di Parma's Blood Mediterraneo range with their Arancia di Capri, Bergamotto di Calabria. All of them definitely smell like natural, even though they're definitely built with synthetics. But they also smell like a modern execution of citruses, because citruses are most definitely found in the more the classical era, with eau de colognes and the citrus chypres and all of those, but they have a distinct and different personality from the modern citruses, which I actually tend to rather enjoy. Yeah, both of them actually.
So
The
does Guerlain Metallica, modern or not, it's exclusive and it's hard to find, and the majority of the people aren't going to be able to find them. So I think we should keep these exclusives, like the hard to find Paris exclusives, separate from this. But what is Lidge? L'instant de Guerlain is what Lidge is, and E
they
is the extreme version.
yeah.
But Dev, what is your favorite Guerlain? The
Oh,
modern, let's say modern day. I know you
my
like Nehema and all kinds of
yeah.
Mitsuko, but let's stick to modern today because we're
Sure.
always talking about the classics.
It would be Mandarin Basilic.
Oh, okay. An
Yeah,
Aqua Allegoria.
yeah, that's my favorite. It's not. It's it. You can't really fail with
You
with
can't
with
fail with any of the Aqua Allegorias.
fail. Look at Mancera, for example. But uh, the way that they did Aqua Allegoria, while it definitely isn't classical in construction, is still very pleasant, and I really, really enjoy the Aqua Allegoria range. Though I do kind of consider Neroya Vetiver a miss for me, because I don't know, it just kind of smells off, not in a rancid way. It just kind of don't really connect with Neroya Vetiver. But Mandarin Basilic, great, my favorite modern Guerlain.
Okay, so I'm looking at the poll. We have 45 votes. If you haven't voted, vote because we're at 58 viewers. If you haven't liked the stream yet, like the stream, and vote. And we have Lidge leading 53% and to L'Homme Ideal 33. So Paroli, you're a lucky guy.
Yeah, and that's it. Speaking of Acqua di Parma, there's also a really pleasant,
No, we're not speaking of Acqua di Parma. Dev, we're here to talk about Guerlain. Guerlain.
I brought it up.
Let's keep it to Guerlain. Keep it to Guerlain. Okay,
Okay,
what do you want to see from the arts and materials in the poll? Have you tried any arts and materials?
my mom had, she might have had Iris Torrefier like once upon a time when I didn't even consider when the concept of perfumes wasn't even in my mind. Like when I was like 8 or 9, and I just never seen a bottle, never knew that people used something to smell good. I just thought everyone just had a smell, even if it didn't smell like what I smelled like, which would be human. And so she probably had that one. I haven't smelled a lot of the arts and and materials. Actually, I haven't smelled any. Yeah, not a one.
Are they available for you to go in somewhere and test them out in Israel?
No, they are not. Yeah, we're kind of getting shafted in terms of designer exclusives. I don't think I don't. Yeah, the only ones you can get are Tom Ford private blends, but they're not. They're not in like stored in a boutique. They're just you know going through the traditional perfume distributors, which in Israel would be the pharmacies, the drugstores. Ironically enough, yes. So here in Israel, Tom Ford Private Blend would be a drugstore perfume, even though it is not. It wasn't made to be a drugstore perfume.
What do you think of this, Dev?
Is that Mon Guerlain? I also have not smelled that one.
Do you have access to this?
A what?
Do you have access to this?
Yeah, I have access to this. I could go and smell this readily. It's in a bunch of stores. Funnily enough, the modern Mitsuko is not available in traditional perfume stores. It's available in let's call them miscellaneous goods stores,
Right.
which kind of primarily deal with
Miscellaneous goods stores.
very weird. Yeah, it's
Congratulations to Zhao. 20K subs. Good job, buddy.
Oh, good job to him.
Huge milestone.
That's huge. That's
20K, right? Was it 20? It was a big one. I remember it was a lot.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Yeah, it's in terms of I really have not smelled much of anything. Even I
Gillen says the best modern day Guerlain is Roja Diaghilev. Gillen taking swipes already. Stream's not even half an hour long, and we got to bring Roja Dove into it. The next Pradeep's going to bring Damashi into it, and then Rich is going to bring MFK into it. And just kidding.
I've already brought Acqua di Parma into this.
You've already brought Acqua di Parma into it. Okay, so we're at 30 minutes, and we got 50 votes. Lidge is still taking away. I think Lidge is going to win this. Le Petit Robe Noir's got 0 votes. Yo.
I don't think it.
We'll give it a few more moments.
Are bad. It's just they've never really caught my fancy, even in terms of hey, I should smell this. Well, now they brought it back in the L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé bottle, which is a very weird move. I don't know why they did either the discontinuing
What's up, Mikey?
Or the bringing it back, but it's currently back in that bottle.
Lick the stream. Yes, lick the stream. So Rachel's asking any thoughts on the X trades. when I saw them, I got really excited, Rachel. I have to admit, because it's Guerlain, and I thought maybe a hope, hope. And then somebody sent me a message, and I'm not sure if they've smelt them, but said they were basically, you know what? I don't know. I'm hopeful, but I've also been let down so many times that I'm not going to be let down if they're anything less than good. I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm okay with it. I'm hopeful, but I don't have high expectations. Have you heard about the X-Traits, the new Guerlain X-Traits coming out? I think they're like X-Trait versions of the art and material line, or they look something like that. They look like they're coming into these bottles here.
Yeah, I've seen photos. I'm not really interested in the arts and materials collection that much. Again, because of the getting shafted in terms of access part. So I'll just stick to exploring, the more niche side of perfumery and uh, the historical collection part of Guerlain, which I don't think they're going to touch and mess with anytime in the near future.
You don't think they're ever going to go back, eh?
No, I mean, like, I don't think they're going to mess with what they what they already had with Mitsuko, L'Heure Bleue. I don't think they're gonna like touch them, but they're not gonna remove them. I think they're gonna keep them there for the hardcores, if you will.
Yeah, but I agree with what Rachel is saying here. Vintage Guerlain, modern Chanel, and you're set. Like, if you like that classical taste in French perfumery, that's what I would do. I would do even like, okay, like when she says vintage, I mean like classic Guerlain, even modern day stuff. I would be okay with, like wearing modern day release of Mitsuko or Vol de Nuit or Shalimar. But modern day Guerlain, like modern day, it's just like, meh.
Even for like the classical, like the classical French design, and I also go for Solon Pasha, and his more like Western releases. Like sure, his bottles are small, but
Right.
absolutely Solon Pasha's releases are more than solid. Like super impressive for a one-man operation.
They are. From what I've tried, they're good. They're quite potent.
More Middle Eastern offerings, which if you're into those, they're you'll enjoy them. For me, it was a respect, but not a personal love. Though they are very big and voluminous, like most of his compositions. Not loud, but voluminous. They feel like their structure. They have a huge base. They're very wide as a perfume. They don't project, but they feel wide. Also, he has posted the link. You could just scroll up a bit, and it's gonna be there. Yeah.
I'm muted. I just dropped the link, and we have somebody here. All right, this is a new timer. I've not seen this person before, so well, at least I don't think so. I don't remember. Here we go. We've got Eddie.
Hey,
Yo.
What's happening, Eddie?
I've been here once before, like about a year ago.
Okay. All right. Where are you from? Who's frozen? I think he's frozen. Are you frozen, Dev?
No, I'm George. I'm messing with
you. You got me, you fucker. I was like, oh shit, what's happening? That was good, Dev. I like that.
Thank you.
You good, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm back.
Where are you? Okay, yeah, the voice is ringing the bell. Where are you from?
I'm from Montreal.
Okay. Yeah, you're close. You're close. How's it going?
Yeah. Good, good. I can't stay for too long because I have a softball practice, so I can only stay for like 20 minutes max.
All right, cool. How's softball going?
It's good. It's just like a chill league. It's like me and some buddies. We just like signed up for like a little beer league, you know.
Barely,
We
yeah.
just like
So you guys
drink and
drink before
have
the
fun.
game, after the game, during the game. Cool.
Kind of during and after, pretty much. It's
On
a
base.
fun little game.
Nice. All right. How's everything? How's life treating you? Everything's good?
Good. Yeah, really good. I'm going on vacation in a couple of days to Europe.
Oh, which parts?
I'm going to Romania. That's where I'm from originally, so I'm going to go back home. And then I'm going to go to Italy and London.
Nice. Nice. Is it a family thing? You going with the friends, partner?
Yeah, some friends and also my girlfriend's coming with me.
Jeez.
And my parents are there right now, so I'm going to join them.
Are you excited about that? Like going with your girlfriend and your friends? Are you gonna have like the freedom that you want? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll be fine. Yeah. I know what you mean. Sometimes when you want to be just with your boys. Yeah, but it's gonna be all right, I think.
Cool. Nice. You taking any fragrances with you?
Yeah, but I think I won't take any bottles, honestly. Like I have enough samples to like hold me off, you know. I'm only staying a month, so if I take like, you know, like 15 milliliters of samples, I'll be good. Like just a few, like 4 or 5.
But like, which fragrances?
I'll be good. Which fragrance am I gonna bring with me?
Yeah. What you thinking?
Currently, let me see. I have like a sample set of like Les Indomptables, so I'll just bring like probably like the cologne versions of those.
Ambre Supreme works very well in the summer. It's a little dense for some people, but for me, Ambre Supreme works very well in the summer.
I hear people say it a lot, and I agree that some perfumes are dense, but you can like spray less and spray from farther away, and it kind of thins things out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Even heavier perfumes you can get away with, and they can still wear beautifully in the heat. Just put on less and from farther away.
Absolutely. Though I don't know how effective that would be with stuff like vintage Kuros.
Well, that's actually what I had in mind when I'm saying like you could wear kudos in the heat. Just spray it from far away. This stuff's beautiful, like the honey, and it just opens up in the hot weather.
Look,
absolutely gorgeous.
I smelled the Gucci PPR release recently, and while I do respect it, I'm gonna have to say that it's a dislike for me. It makes me feel ill when I smell it.
What does? Kudos?
Yeah, the vintage one, the Gucci PPR release.
Right.
Yeah, like I smelled the modern stuff. That one is like doesn't make me sick. It's certainly not like anything mind-blowing. And so it's a kind of respect for what it once was with the modern one.
Yeah.
But I also tolerate it. But with the vintage one, it is a respect for what what the formulation is. But by God, it just makes me. It has this kind of ball of disgust of queasiness. It honestly made me reconsider my hate for the 1974 Gentleman release from Givenchy. When I compared the kind of queasiness that I feel from that to this, boy, that's on a whole other level. And then when I go to Boss Number 1, that blows both of them out of the water. If the 1974 Gentleman release made me feel like slightly queasy, and Vintage Kuros made me feel moderately queasy, Boss number one, the vintage one, made me feel just so awful. And like, I'm not discounting anyone's like of any of those perfumes. Don't like take this out of context. I'm saying that subjectively, they make me want to run to the toilet and empty my stomach contents. They're that bad to me.
Eddie, you work out? You go to the gym?
Yeah, a little bit. Nothing crazy,
What kind of
but
playlists do
I
you
like
wear
to
to
play
the
a lot
gym?
of basketball. That's
What do you wear to the gym? Would you wear Kuros to the gym?
me.
Nautica Voyage.
No way. Yeah, something like that. Like usually, I'll just wear. I have a bottle of Chanel Allure Edition Blanche. That's usually what I'll wear. Something
How old
like
are you?
that.
Can I ask?
Nothing crazy. Like, yeah, 23.
All right, you're a little bit older than my son.
That's
so
just something I'd wear to the gym,
Yeah.
But I still have like a lot of old fragrance, old perfumes. But to me, it's just that's just something I'd wear to the gym.
I think
I'd wear this to the gym.
Dev's diatribe has kind of inspired me to wear. I think I'm going to wear Kuros to the gym tonight.
Man,
Dev, you want to work out with me?
knock yourself out.
I give you a good stretch.
I'm gonna crank some push-ups wearing this, and people are gonna look at me like, "Who's this grandpa? Who's this grandpa wearing a Zauberprom to the gym?" I'm the grandpa. I'll call you Sonny, and you'll like.
I'm actually wearing Creed Viking right now, so pretty.
How do you like
old
Viking?
school too.
How do you like Viking?
It's nice, honestly. Like I said on Rich Mitch's thing that I find it really underrated, honestly.
I like Viking.
I find it pretty good.
I like Viking.
I just avoid Creed in general. It's not. I can't explain it. It's just I've seen too much content, and like the opinion is kind of rooted in me that I'm just not gonna try Creeds. I'm just not gonna try Creeds.
I feel like you like it though from your style though.
I mean, Viking perhaps, but I'm not gonna pay anything that Creed asks for Creed Viking. Like they.
Yeah. No, I would never buy it retail for sure.
I don't even consider buying it like discounted for me. Creed is not something that I'd gravitate towards. If I want something classical, I'd go to like the original guys that made the classical thing and try and see if I like the modern thing that they currently have available. Because like I had a great experience with the modern at Zauberprom, and that's like
I ended that poll.
Yeah.
Lidge 52%, 59 votes. So I'm doing the next one. It's the Absolutes, the Orient. I've got Santal Royale, Bois Mysterio. I think Encens should be on there. Encens Mythique, and one more. I need one more. What else should be on there? Should we put Ombre Eternal?
Did you put Cuir Intense?
No, I didn't put Queer on. Should we? So, you guys want Ombre Eternal or Queer Intense?
Honestly,
I never smelled Queer Intense. So.
I've never smelled any of them. Just didn't. It's the Dorian part that kind of irks me. I don't really enjoy the more Arabian and kind of Eastern leaning compositions, even if they're westernized.
That would be a good gym scent, eh? Encens Mythique. What do you think?
Absolutely, bro. Get that incense.
What do you think, Eddie?
It's too strong for me personally.
Yeah.
You're gonna get all the.
I don't like that one, honestly. I'm like one of the few that don't, but I find on my skin it's just way too loud for me.
And so, let me read the chat here. What do you guys want? Queer Intense. You can't win with these guys. They want both. Rudy wants Ombre. Dushan wants Queer. You guys got to arm wrestle over it.
We just know it.
Stick says no Santal. I like Santal much more than I like Queer Intense. What's up, Boos?
I don't know. The whole
Mike B wants a Navidus poll. Maybe we'll save that for tomorrow.
Nah, save that for April Fools.
Oof. Deb coming in. Jab hook.
Look, it's just I'm just not a fan of YouTuber products. It's nothing against them. I just don't like YouTuber products. Yours is
I'm a YouTuber,
product.
bro.
Yours is
I'm a
product
YouTuber.
by
YouTubers are wave of the future, dude. YouTubers. Mark my words.
Like, sure, that they are the future. It's just that in the present, I don't want YouTuber products. I want product. That's why
You're an evil man, Dav. You're evil.
so, guilty as charged. Arrest me, sir.
I'm gonna put ombre at turn. I'm gonna take this into my own hands. Usually I'm pretty open-minded, but I'm taking this into my own hands and putting ombre.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn the stream around. Don't make me.
Dav, watch your step. Watch your step. Eddie, what's happening?
Not much, but one of the comments right here, it says, which one?
From the Absolutes, do you have a favorite? The Absolutes still aren't. Dev,
I'm not that big of a fan of that line, honestly.
Too heavy for you?
Yeah, they're a bit too
young. You might be too young for these.
I like Bois Mystérieux, alright.
You might be too young. I don't think my kids
like. Wait,
I think the problem.
Bois Mystérieux is like the Un Songe d'été.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I have Un Songe d'été. I like it, but
you own Songe?
Yeah, like the clear bottle, no?
How long have you been collecting for?
Few years. No, maybe like 2.5.
Wow. You seem way too young.
I don't buy most of my stuff retail, though.
I'm really impressed.
Oh, no, I have a lot of vintage bottles.
Wow. How did you get into fragrance?
I have honestly, just needed a new hobby during COVID, staying at home. I was going on YouTube, and one guy that really started to get me on the journey was Rob Zoe. He was
oh, Robes.
Really I really saw the passion in his videos and stuff, and then that. I was damn, I didn't think someone can be so passionate for perfumes, So that was
right.
Something. But yeah, no, I have a lot of vintage Guerlain. I have probably 20 extra bottles vintage. So
wow.
I have
that's massive.
Yeah.
God damn.
I have a lot of Guerlains, honestly.
Yeah. So I heard you asked me about what I think of the L'Absolu d'Orient collection, and for me, it's just that I don't really gravitate towards the more, the Eastern kind of stylized perfumes. I like when they're perfumey, for lack of a better term, and when you go to the Eastern ones, they start to go in this other direction, which isn't bad. It's just different. I just don't prefer that to the classical, the European version of it.
All right, I get that, but have you tried them?
Again, very, very hard to come across in Israel. So if I come across them, I'll try them. I'm not close-minded to them.
Right.
Saying as a bit of a blanket statement, I prefer European stylized perfumes over Arabic and more Eastern stylized perfumes.
I'm pretty much agree with you on that. I like French. I know Rich loves Italian, but
I mean, yeah, I like a bit of
Thomas. Early Greek loves Italian perfume too. He's a big fan of Italian fragrances.
I'm a bit partial to some zingy citruses done in the Italian way. I like me some Acqua di Parma. I like me some you know, some original Aqua di Colonia.
Okay, so let's look at the poll here. We got Absolutes d'Orient. Encens Mythique, 50%. They've got half of the votes. 22 votes. We
It's
need
that
more
whale
votes.
poop again. They just like the whale poop in the
I
perfume.
think there's going to be less votes here because not as many people have probably smelled these because they are more exclusive. They're harder to come by. They're not available at all Guerlain counters. So in some places, they might only be like available at one or two counters in the whole country.
In Canada, we
smelled
have
all
them
of
at like the Bay and stuff.
Yeah, here we do. They might be harder to find in the US, though.
Here it's like you get.
But do they use real ambergris in the?
Yes, in Ambre Eternal and Encens Mythique, they used real ambergris. I almost think that's why they discontinued Ambre Eternal, because they brought Encens Mythique over into the line, and that gave them 2 ambergris fragrances. But they're both excellent. They're both exceptional. I can't. Do you guys see the number of votes that each fragrance gets? Because I only see the percentages.
No. Yeah,
all right,
24 in total, and then
I see 24 votes. Santal Royal has 17%. So you'd have to do the math. Who's asking? Styx is asking how many votes does Santal have?
Guess. I don't know. Do the math.
Okay, and then after this, we'll get. So let's pick out the arts and materials. So I've got Rose Barbar, Angelique Noir. I don't think we'll put Rose Barbar on there.
Bois d'Armenie, I think you should put.
Bois d'Armenie is
Yeah.
it's still available, right?
Pretty-
We won't put Cruel. I've got Cruel Gardenia. We won't put
Armenia,
that.
yeah, for sure.
We've got. How about
You should put
SDV?
Tonka, no?
How about SDV?
Yeah, SDD.
SDV.
I'm not a fan, but
Yeah,
a
SDD.
lot of people are a fan of that one.
I mean, just because of its status, I think SDV has to go on.
Okay, Bois d'Armenie.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pick out like a bunch, and then we got Queer Beluga.
Tonka too, no?
I don't
We're
know.
getting there. We're getting there. How about Queer Beluga?
I'd say
I don't like
East of-
that one. It's too gourmand for me, I find.
Okay, I've got Tonka Imperial. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and Angelique Noir.
No Iris Torréfié.
Yo, I don't know where my bottle is. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yes, Iris Torréfié. We've got Iris Torréfié. That's going to make it 6. We can only put 4.
Yeah,
And we've got Julius Tuberous,
Yeah, I think.
right? And we've
Yeah.
got Neroli out Renoir. So we can only put 4 on the list, and we've got to
Yeah.
decide which 4.
SDV for sure. Tonka
But
Imperial.
he says no. He says no. Eddie says no to SDV.
No.
Well, I think.
No, I don't like it, but I'd still put it on just because it's the most popular one, I feel like. So it has to
Yeah,
go on,
it
I feel like.
go on there because it's the most well known out of the La Rela Matière collection.
What would be your favorite if you had to pick?
If I had to pick one from the arts and materials, from what's in front of me, I don't know what I think I would say probably Tonka Imperial or Angelique Noir. Bois d'Armenie is good.
One of my favorites is the Neroli one.
I would do this. So I would put Tonka Imperial, Bois d'Armenie, Angelique Noir.
Yeah, I think that works.
See, but these are all very vanilla base heavy.
Well,
These are all
Guerlain,
vanilla
Yeah,
base.
that's true.
Do we
Like-
want do we want something else in here instead? Do we want some change? Because these are all going to smell the same. I mean, similar vibes, similar genres. They don't smell the same. I take that back, but they're all very sweet.
You can put the Rolly one in there, but I don't know.
What do
Maybe
you-
I'm the only one
Rolly?
that's a fan.
what do you have on there doesn't like sound.
Yeah, I find it really calming.
Pradeep wants queer beluga. Gergo wants queer beluga. Dushan wants. Okay,
Okay,
so
we're
we're gonna have to put
Another
queer beluga.
vanilla.
Okay, let me get queer beluga in here. So, okay, end this poll. 26 votes. Smith. I'll give you 5 more minutes. Vote now or forever hold your vote. Like the stream. 40 likes. 27 votes. Smith is gonna win regardless. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, I figured.
Actually, can I put up another poll and keep that one?
I don't know, not
No.
yourself.
I'm gonna end it. Okay.
I should bet scent for myself. I should pick a bet scent for myself.
So we've got queer beluga.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to sleep today with Y for women.
Okay,
That's
we got
right.
queer Rose Barbar. I like Rose Barbar, but I don't think it's going to get a lot of action here. Too many to choose. Yes, and we can't agree, and we don't have enough choices or slots for all of these.
Eugene, did you like Queer Beluga?
I think it's a good perfume. It doesn't always excite me though. You know, it smells great. It wears great, but it's nice. But sometimes I get bored.
Because me, I honestly got more of that vanilla than the queer.
Yeah, it's a very soft sweat. It's not really a queer. Like when I think queer, I always think like harsh leathers, like Queer Intense, you know? But this is like the softest form of it's suede, you know? You can almost feel like the hairs. All the stars are here. We got another Guerlainophile. Everybody say hello to Daniel from Mexico. What's happening, Daniel?
Hey, how are you?
Very well. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good to
I
see
thought
you.
I just jump in for a second. This is right. I think it's right up my alley.
It's been a while since we talked about Guerlain, and you're here, eh?
Yeah.
All right. So, which 4 would you put on this list, Daniel?
I would go with SDV, Tonka.
SDV deserves to be there, kind of just on its reputation and how long it's been out.
Tonka Imperiale. I would go with Angelique Noir.
Are you concerned about all the vanilla in there, though? Do you want to see anything different?
The thing is, well, actually, the whole arts and material line is based on vanilla, so they're the only one that I think
it used to be that is true when the line started, but recently, like the last 3 have been ouds. There has been the jasmine, whatever it's called. Does that have vanilla?
Bonneau?
Yes. Is that a vanilla? Is it got a vanilla base?
That's a good question. I think
it kind of deserted that vanilla theme they started off doing because it was too much. Like, how much vanilla do people want? Well, people want vanilla because it's easy to like. And
would you consider the latest ones in the same range, art and materials, the Oud Call and the 3 latest ones they put out?
They're part of the LVMH line.
Quality wise, I just find them super uninteresting.
The cherry one is so synthetic, the cherry oud, I find.
The cherry to me feels like a Le Petit Robe Noir with oud.
Totally. Yeah.
It's like, because Guerlain has, like, historically, they're known for like discontinuing fragrances, re-releasing them, or taking like the top half of one fragrance, the bottom half of another, and kind of like screwing them together and putting it out as a brand new fragrance. Like
The most
when you release
interesting
so
one.
many perfumes every year, you kind of run out of ideas, and you start, you start taking from here and there. But
You
that's what a
basically
lot of it
snap
feels like.
in music. You chop samples, basically.
Yeah. What about Bois d'Harmonie? Do we keep Bois d'Harmonie out? So I've got right now Queer Beluga, SDV, Tonka Imperial. Do we put, because a lot of people are asking about Neroli Renoir. They want something different.
I don't know. My mom had Bois d'Harmonie, so I say just put it on the basis that I'm connected to it somehow. That's it. That's the explanation. You don't get more than that.
Okay, so I've got 4 right now, and if you want something else, I have to remove one. You tell me what to remove. I got Queer Beluga, SDV, Tonka Imperial, or Neroli Out Renoir. What do I remove there, boys?
God
I
damn.
think Queer Beluga if you had to remove one.
Neroli Outre Noir, because if you want Neroli from Guerlain, there's other options for you.
As good as Neroli Out Renoir?
No, trust me. I've never smelled anything like this. To me, it's the most calming perfume I've ever smelled.
I don't know. I say if you want Neroli from Guerlain, go to Eau de Cologne Impériale.
What about Iris Corefi?
from Guerlain if you want Neroli. I don't think the La Relamatier collection kind of needs Neroli, to me at least.
But it's not that much neroli in that one. It's more like a citrus tea based one. Anyways.
Weird names. I don't know.
We can't make up our minds. Daniel, what are we gonna do here, bro? What do we do?
Which one goes? Flip a 4-sided coin.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I would go with Bois d'Harmonie, I think, but that's a personal preference. And
all right, we're gonna go with the 4 big uns then.
Yeah. And you better vote Tonka Imperiale, guys.
Oh, do I have Bois d'Harmonie? I do. I have it in this as well. Okay. Bois d'Harmonie. All right. Queer Beluga, SDV, Tonka Imperial, and Bois d'Harmonie. That's the 4, or Forever Hold Your Peace. You guys good with that?
I mean, you can do whatever you can. This is your stream.
Well, I was doing it, and then you kind of went like, you wanted Bois d'Harmonie and take out Neroli Out Renoir. So I'm asking you guys to confirm here.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. This is good. Let's move. Get on with it. Like the Monty Python.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get on with it.
All right, there we go. There you go. How many people here have smelled all of them in the chat, or you guys here? Have you all smelled all of those 4? Have you smelled all of the arts and materials?
Yeah.
Daniel, I would imagine you'd have the
I
most
haven't smelled
experience with these. I don't hear him.
Now, yes. Sorry, I think it wasn't working, but yes. I smelled all of them. And I love all of them, like, to be honest.
Okay.
It's a dandified kind of perfumery, I think. Like,
are you talking about the 4 in the poll?
Yeah. And well, the whole range of the arts and materials, I think they're pretty similar. If you like one, you probably like all of them, right?
Have you smelt the lace, the jasmine?
That's the only one I don't like.
Have you smelt the ouds?
Yeah.
What did you think?
They're all right.
Yeah,
I think all right. I think people went too hard on them because it's Guerlain, right? So we expect.
Hey, we have the biggest expectations. Because exactly what you said. It's Guerlain. It's like the most historical house, like one of the most significant perfumeries ever. And if we don't have high expectations from Guerlain, who can we have high expectations from?
Yeah, totally. And I think 2 of them came from the laboratory, and only one Thierry Vasser made. When I spoke to him, I asked about it.
Which one did he make?
He made Oud Col.
the challenging one.
Yeah,
Good old
Yeah,
Terry.
exactly.
Good boy. Who made the
And
other
I think
two?
it's the best one. It's the most difficult to wear, but I think it's the best one. It's the
See,
most
and do you
artistic.
have it? Do you own it?
No, I haven't picked it up. I'm gonna pick it up, but I haven't picked
Where
it up.
can you pick that up? Because it's not available here.
In Mexico City, in the Guerlain boutique.
Are they available in the US? Does anybody know? Rudy? Rudy would know.
They should be available in the US because I have a friend in the US and in New York.
Have you heard about the tobacco honey tobacco?
No, I saw you posted it, and I was like pumped up. That sounds right up my alley.
I have a feeling, like when I tobacco and honey and tobacco, right away, you know what came to my mind?
What?
Tonka Imperial.
Yeah, totally. If Thierry Vassar didn't make that one, I'm gonna get really fucking angry.
You know what Tonka Imperial is to me? It's a modernized Shalimar. And then they've taken Tonka Imperial and when they've created Oud Cole, they've taken parts of Tonka Imperial from it.
Yeah, totally. Thierry,
Not Oud Cole,
I
Oud
think he
Nude.
does have a signature, right?
Oud Nude. Oud Nude is the one that took from Tonka Imperial.
Yeah, too. Also, but also, I think Oud Cole also has that weirdly. It's not Tonka, but it's what's the note that has L'Homme all the L'Homme the almonds.
The cherry, yeah, they love almonds, don't they?
Yeah.
Oud Cole. Rudy says Oud Cole is a no-go, meaning it's not available or it's not good.
Did you try Shalimar Tonka? The Shalimar with Tonka?
Is that the one that came this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I have the vanilla. I've not tried the Tonka.
Dude, you're gonna love it. It's Tonka Imperial had a kid with Shalimar.
I think the vanilla is gorgeous. The Shalimar vanilla.
I haven't tried that one.
It's beautiful, dude. This is like, I'm not even joking. It's a combination. It's like they've mixed Shalimar and Spiritus Double Vanille. That's what it smells like.
Wow.
I like this a lot. But I love
those
Shalimar.
ones are really hard to get, those ones.
I had to get this in it was like Saks, New York City, and they shipped it to Rudy, I think. Who shipped this to me? I think it was Rudy. One of you guys did. Pretty sure it was Rudy, along with probably a bunch of Dior's.
I cannot see the poll. How is it going? Who's on top?
19 votes. All right. Queer Beluga, 32%. Number one. Number two is Bois d'Armenie. No, my mistake.
No,
Tonka Imperial is number one.
Tonka's ahead right now.
Yeah, 35%. Queer Beluga is second, 30%. Bois d'Armenie, 25%. And Spiritus Double Vanille is fourth. Surprising. Wow.
I love Tonka Imperial, but I hate these bottles. Do you have these bottles with the old kind of sprayer?
I have one of those.
I
have one like that.
And they roll out Renoir.
You just spray the room. You cannot spray yourself.
It's just for the aesthetic.
Yeah, because it's like the classic perfumery bottles used to come like with these bulb atomizers. But what happens is they break up inside and then they start to go down and you get particles. You get the rubber and the whatever this is inside the bottle. That's what was happening. And bottles were leaking and they were, I don't know. It was just it was a disaster when they released these, actually. People were complaining. They were returning them to the boutique.
And actually, I cannot like the irony because it's my favorite Tonka Imperiale, and I cannot wear it because it's signed by Thierry, so I don't wear it anymore. Just
let's see that. Give us a good look. Give us a good look at that.
For Mauricio Thierry Vassar.
I don't know. I think the bottle signed by him is still cool.
Yeah.
You could still wear that, and like the empty bottle could still be a cool story piece, I think.
Yeah, totally. But I'm gonna pick up the bottle with a regular sprayer anyway because.
Oh yeah, that's also okay.
Did Wasser come to Mexico?
Yeah, I have seen him now 2 times. He has come 2 times,
Uh,
and I have seen him.
Eugene, I just
And
wanted to say that I have to go now.
Eddie,
See?
thanks so much for coming on, man. It was good to see you.
Bring me on.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I
Hey,
didn't mean to cut you off. I
have a
to
good,
go.
safe trip.
Thank you.
Have a good, safe trip to Romania, bud.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate
All right, we'll
it.
talk to you soon.
Thanks again.
Yeah, so he came to Mexico now 2 times, and I was really surprised that he smokes, like a perfumer smoking.
I remember that. Yeah, he used to.
Yeah.
He would smoke in front of the boutique.
Yeah, and I took that opportunity to just go outside with him without the
That's
press.
a good idea because you've got at least 10 minutes with him if he's smoking.
Exactly. Yeah, and I was like, you wanna go have a smoke? Oh yeah, sure. You smoke? Okay, yes.
Good.
I mean, also, if we're talking about perfumers who smoke, Maurice Roussel, smokes like a chimney.
Really?
Does Jean-Claude Elena smoke? Why do I have the feeling that Jean-Claude smokes?
That would
Yeah,
be
I
very
don't
ironic.
I know Pierre Bourdon used to smoke, and he would hide it. He said he used to hide it from his father and his mentor because they were so anti-smoking.
Dude, they are French. Like all French people
It's in their
smoke.
custom, isn't it? To
Yeah.
smoke and have sex, and then to smoke after sex again, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
eat chocolates. Smoke, have sex, and eat chocolate, and wear perfume.
And complain about all the Americans in the world.
I don't know about that. Is that what they do? Is that like French custom tradition? All right, so we've got, and I'm gonna vote too. So we've got Queer Beluga, STV, Tonka, Imperial, Bois Harmony, and Tonka's in first, 34%, 29 votes. Queer Beluga second, 28%. Bois Harmony, 23%. I don't know out of these. Tonka. I'll tell you which one I like better. I'm just going to look at my fill level, and they're even. They're dead even. My Tonka Imperial and Bois Harmony are dead even.
Really?
Yeah.
And Tonka Imperial, you started wearing it after all the others ones, right? You didn't used to like it, right?
I didn't like it before. But then I started noticing like similarities to Shalimar, and it caught my attention. And I kind of like the lightness of it. It was very airy. I like that. I like the kind of ambers that came out, the tobacco in the base, the incense, the nice lavender in the heart. It's pretty.
People like it,
even if it is sweet. It's a nice, pretty fragrance that is very enjoyable to wear.
We all know that we wear perfume for ourselves, but the question still, I think it's a good one. Which one is the people like the most that you wear of this line?
Well, I think they're going to vote for the ones that they wear. I don't know. Are we?
No, but like people that you know on your job and everything. Like, oh, that smells.
Oh, which
nice.
ones?
Yes.
I don't know which ones of these get most complimented. I don't think any of them have. None of them really like.
I don't know. If I'd hazard a guess, it was probably SDV.
Yeah.
Yeah, SDV.
I get complimented on Tonka Imperial and Angelique Noir the most, I think.
We didn't put Angelique in there, did we? No.
Okay. Next vote, Gloria. Let's go.
I think I'm going to vote for Tonka Imperial. But I can't vote. It's my stream.
You're barred from voting.
I cannot vote. Okay, we got 31 votes. Who did you vote for? You guys.
I don't know. I vote for Bois d'Harmonie just because my mom wore it.
That's good enough reason.
Yeah, Tonka Imperial for me.
All right, I would vote Tonka Imperial, but Bois d'Harmonie like a very close second. Both are really good, but I'm gonna vote Tonka Imperial. Auto vote. What else, Daniel? What else, like, as far as Guerlain lately has excited you, or what have you been wearing that you enjoy?
By
Because you only wear Guerlain. I don't know you to wear anything else but Guerlain, right?
Yeah, no. Well, I wear a little bit of Dior, but just a couple.
From the Privé, from the signature
Privé.
Privé.
Yeah. I also wear. Well, I'll show you the non-Guerlain because I have all my Guerlains in one place and the non-Guerlains in another place.
All right, go ahead. Show us what you got. Let me blow you up.
Turn on the light. So, I have some. This
I see a Chanel there. What's that, number 5?
Yes, the All Premier. I love this one.
Is that Ford and Manley over there? Or am I?
Yes. Yeah, 3 Fort and Manleys I have. I also met him and he's a pretty
Is
nice
that Amouage
guy.
gold?
Yeah, Amouage gold on the background.
Whoa.
Some Rose America. This is my latest one that I like a lot.
Is that Ennui Nomade? That's a...
We have this one I love. If you like Guerlain's, this one.
Grossmith?
Yes.
Asuno
Hana.
God, I looked at their prices and I shuddered.
Yeah, that was a spur of the moment kind of thing. I was in London. I was going to get married, so I just said,
wow.
Fuck it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Which one was that? Sorry, I missed it. Which fragrance was it?
Let me go get it because you have better.
Grossmith London.
Grossmith London.
Rich just did like a line overview on Grossmith.
Yes, he did.
These are my latest. I talked about this one, right?
I sold my bottle.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I love it.
Do you find
really Rudy.
Hey, do you find any familiarities between that and the Guerlain ouds? Like the 3 oud cold, cherry oud? No,
I don't think so. No, but
like kind of like the vanillish, ambery sort of Noir-Limbinol oud thing going on.
Yeah, I don't find the familiarity with the new ones, but when I smelt it, I thought this is a Guerlain. Like this is so Guerlain-esque.
Oud bouquet.
Yeah. This one, it's also. I was in Rome a couple of months ago, and I haven't smelled this house. It's called Profumo di Roma.
Yeah, Profumum Roma. Yeah, I heard it.
It's really nice. And this is the one you asked, Eugene. It's Grossmith Asuno Hana.
Tell us about that,
dude. This smells. It's like how do I describe it? It's right up the alley of Mitsuko the Blue Hour. How's it called?
L'heure bleue.
And L'heure bleue and Mouchoir de Monsieur and those dandy-esque times, and I love it. I love it.
It's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this used to be a house, a really old house. I don't know, like 1850 something, and it went bankrupt. And the family just one day discovered that they were the owners of the house, and they used to have the old formulas like in their great grandparents' books, and they decided to reinvent it and start making it again. But
hell yeah!
What's up, Eugene? What's up, Dev?
Yo, let's go.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's your name?
That's Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel. All right. Nice to meet you, Daniel. Rudy. I think we've met before.
So everybody that's watching, I'm sure they know, they're regulars. Daniel's from Mexico City. Rudy's from New York City. New York City, Rudy? Is that fair to say? New York City?
Close, but it's technically New York.
And Dev is from Israel, so we got, and I'm from Toronto. This is amazing. We got people from everywhere. What are you saying, Rudy? What are you saying about Guerlain? What's your input here? What are you gonna show? What do you got there? You got something good in
That's
color.
a cigar. I just had food, so dinner. So I figured I'd smoke a mini cigar.
All right. Do you smoke cigars, Daniel?
I used to. Well, once in a while I smoke a cigar. Yeah. Celebratory cigars.
It looks
Nice.
like a joint, though.
Yeah, it looks like a nice.
It's a cigarillo.
It's not weed,
Oh,
though.
not?
I don't smoke weed.
What? No, a cigarillo is just like a small cigar. That's what they're called, you know?
Yeah, you could call it a cigarillo. Yeah. I've
So
gotten
what
pulled
do
over
you
in a
guys
car
like
before
about
with
which Guerlains are you getting into right now?
I'm not really into any, honestly. I'm not impressed by anything. I don't care. I'll go try them. I don't mind trying them, but it's nothing. After they switch the bottles and they raise the prices, they've just become unattainable, and it's to the point where I have to love it if I'm gonna buy it. That's the only way.
Yeah, none of them have really been loves, have they? What's the price point on these now? They're like 400 or 500.
So, I think after taxes, you're paying 400 for 100 ml, and I
What's
think
up, Alan?
people complain to the point that Guerlain introduced a 50 ml size.
They have a 50 ml now? I didn't even know that.
So they have a 50 now, so which is probably 300. So $6 an ml.
50?
So they have a
Yeah.
200, a 100, and a 50. What's the retail on the 200?
Probably 5. I think 500.
Yo, you know what? I'm so glad I got into this hobby when I did because they were affordable at the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even then they were expensive. These were $270 a pop, you know, when I
I don't know. At this day and age, I'm just going to Salt and Pasha for this style. I don't know.
Dev's all about the Salt and Pasha. There you go.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
tried
just
any
some-
from him.
These are going up. This little guy making some great perfumes and this incredible quality and talent. I'm just going to that, you know.
See, yeah, Pirelli's. I didn't know they had 50 ml. I didn't know, but it's also been a while since I've been at any Guerlain counter. I went in to smell the jasmine, and I was just like, "What the? I was like, "This is what they like." It just smells like straight up jasmine, you know. It's like you got to put something else in there, you know. Put a twist in there. Put a turn in there. Give us something exciting. Give me something to think about.
The line between Guerlain and Dior is pretty much the same at this point.
It is the same. It is.
I'll take your 50
Creativity.
ml and I'll raise you a 15 ml.
What's
I
that?
start thinking this. This is a 15
Yeah,
ml.
it's
Look
a
at the
mini.
size.
I didn't know they had those either.
Yeah, I think those are
This
the
is
minis they give you with purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just joking with that.
I like the bottle though, 15 ml. And nowadays, that's enough for me.
Rudy, what do you vote here? These arts and materials. Queer Beluga, SDV, Tonka, and Bois. Did you vote?
Yeah, I voted for Bois d'Armani
Okay.
only because it has a connection a little bit to me. So
Do you get the connection now? I'm going to ask you. Bois d'Armani, Bois d'Argent, Annick Minardo.
oh yeah, absolutely. I think the Bois d'Armani is kind of a smokier, deeper,
More rubbery,
richer,
probably more
yeah,
iris.
more resinous version of
More
Bois
drier.
d'Argent. Yeah.
More dry, too.
Yeah. Both gorgeous. Although sometimes I lean towards the Bois d'Armani a little bit more. I like the smokiness in that.
You prefer Bois d'Armani to Bois d'Argent?
Fucking dog. Yeah.
You got a pit bull, don't you?
No, that's the neighbor's dog. I would never
No.
have a dog like that. No.
Well, gentlemen, we know that the best bois is Cedra Boise from Mancera. It's not even a contest.
Of course, of course. And you can use it to if you were getting robbed or something, you can spray it on people's faces.
Like
You
mace.
can
You can
the
use it
bottle
for
of
mace
that,
or
just
bear
like-
spray.
Yeah.
So but right before those older bottles, they switched into the newer bottles. I purchased those on sale before they went out, a bunch of them for $200 a pop.
These ones?
Yeah,
Which ones did you get?
Water Harmony, Tonka Imperial. No, actually, no, the Tonka Imperial, I got it on a discount for $160 on fragrances.
Nice.
I have 2 of them. And I forgot, and a couple of others, but yeah. But I'm gonna mute myself once I'm done talking.
I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to ask you something about arts and materials. Oh,
Yeah,
what I was going to ask you, what do these go for, like on resale on like eBay and stuff?
Depending on which one, but like I can get rid of my Spiritus Double Vinny easily for probably $300. Easily.
75. That's what we paid for them. They were going. What were they retail in the U.S.?
They're not technically discontinued, so if it was discontinued, you probably ask 500 for it. It's just different packaging at the end of the day. You know, unless, it depends how much you're into reformulations. Like I did some, because they have the formula codes. Guerlain has formula codes, just like Dior does, because they're LVMH. And some of them were reformulated and some of them weren't. You know, but I personally don't care about that. But I just knew the price was going up.
Do any of you guys talk to other like Guerlainophiles, and what's kind of the mindset now? How do people feel about modern day Guerlains? Are they happy with them?
It's just another one of the brands in the store for me, because I don't know many people who are into perfume. So like when I ask, hey, do you know about Guerlain? They're like, who? Because they just see the perfume bottles. Like if it's not Chanel and Dior, which they already know from fashion, you say Guerlain, they're like, who? So you have to say the perfume name.
I get that here too. What? Guerlain? Who? What?
Yeah, that's my issue with Guerlain, is that their whole company was based on perfume and all the people that love their brand. And like now they're trying to bring in people that don't care for fragrances, right? There's just mass appealing, sell units. And obviously that's what they did.
That's Louis Vuitton's whole shtick. Louis Vuitton, Mont Hennessy, right? Everything they purchase, they just they kind of soften it up. They mainstream it.
But
they make it high.
People that. Sorry.
It's still like high quality stuff. It's just like very palpable. You know, it's just so easy to like. There's nothing interesting there.
So that's fine. You can do that. You can make your mass appealing stuff, but literally everything is that now. So you just basically told the people that have made the brand what it is to basically kick rocks, and we're just gonna concentrate on this.
Basically,
right?
that's how I feel too, and that's why I've stopped supporting them. That's why I've stopped buying their perfumes.
Yeah, I mean, what was the line in that with the wooden bottles? I keep forgetting the name of that one.
Parisien.
That is one of the best lines Guerlain had.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah, for the people here, yeah, of course. For the people in the fragrance world that are like very deeply woven into fragrance and like that thing. Yeah, I agree.
But honestly, I'm
that's
kind of
the
happy
stuff that sells. As much as we say we love it, are we buying it? Are we supporting them? Are they? Is it profitable for them? Yes, we love it, but is it profitable enough for them to maintain all their their boutiques and
But
their.
Guerlain is gonna be from the Le Légendaire collection, and that's it. It's just gonna be either a L'Heure Bleue, a Mitsuko,
All
JKB.
stuff that was created over 100 years ago, right? That's what
That's
we're still hanging on to.
as long as they don't touch the modern formulas, and those I'm gonna support them with those releases. The new stuff they can keep it there. Maybe Aqua Lagoria, if I'm gifted it, I'm not gonna give it away because it's still good. But my money goes to the really old stuff from Guerlain.
Or the really special releases, I think. The
Come on, Bobby.
the Shalimar, the vanilla Shalimar that Eugene just showed us.
Alimar's nice. Yeah.
And yeah.
So they want our opinion on Goldman. Does anyone have an opinion on Goldman? I know Daniel has Goldman. Daniel, can you give Goldman a quick spray and let us know what you think of it?
Sure.
Rudy, do you like Goldman?
I haven't tried Goldman. I'm Waj. I'm assuming obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't tried.
How about you, Dev?
Never
You tried-
smelled a single amouage. I'm curious about Gold Woman and Man, and also about Jubilation 25 Woman. But yeah, not a single one. I did hear that Gold Man has some similarities to Chanel number 5, which makes me curious.
Totally. I just sprayed it and it's Chanel number 5, but the Perfume. The Perfume version, it's if you like Chanel number 5, you like Goldman. And
but they
it's a
said
really
that about
opulent-
Diamant. Diamant's everything is supposed to smell like number 5. 24 Faubourg smells like 5. I guess because 5 was like the first in that idea.
I think
I don't
there's a
remember
really-
Goldman smelling like number 5. I remember it smelling so pissy and powdery.
Yes, smells so pissy and so powdery and soapy. Because I think there's I don't know if you guys recognize like the whole style and the chord. I think you will, but the style on the chord of French bouquets, right? That are really, really heavy on the aldehydes and the iris and
Violets.
and violets and a lot of flowers all around and with civet. It's a classical French bouquet. BDK has one that's also really similar.
It's also like there's a certain oiliness to these kinds of perfumes.
Totally.
Like there's Caron's Fleur du Rocailler. That's really emblematic of that style, I think.
Yeah.
Fleur du Rocailler.
Bobby. We see you, Bobby, but we do not hear you. I'm not sure if you're saying or speaking but we do see you. Oh, he's on mute. You're on mute, bud.
He's gonna mime us the answers.
He's on mute. That's cool.
I think just to close on Goldman for the people that wanted to hear.
Yeah.
If you like the style of old French perfumery, like classical French
I
perfumery,
think they like it too.
yeah, it's a blind buy. And if you like Chanel and really
Caron.
an opulent, complicated perfumes, it's a buy for you.
I don't know how these people remember like exactly what I said about something 3 years ago. It always amazes me. I did remember it smelling pissy, like an unwashed penis, pissy.
Yeah.
And like somebody had stuck like their dirty unwashed penis in like a bag of like powder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or baby powder.
What
That-
was
yeah,
it
it's
gonna
the-
do with the
The
powder?
civet is
too?
full on your face. It doesn't hide the civet.
No. Bobby's frozen.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we hear you there, bud.
There
What's
we
up?
go.
Waikiki in the house. How you doing?
I can hear you. Okay.
What's good,
Oh,
Bob?
well, thanks. Hi, Eugene. Hey, guys.
What's up, Bobby?
I'm with this Daniel guy. I have a lot of agreement with him on Guerlain. But go ahead.
What do you agree about
Hey, Rudy, Dev.
Daniel on Guerlain about, Bobby? What are you agreeing with him?
I think it's all about vanilla. I mean, if it changed, fine. But I think it's fantastic that it showcased vanilla. You know, it's a specific line, so it's bravo doing that. And yeah, I mean, vanilla is a big deal. And the biggest reactions I get from, I only have 3, but I've smelled a lot of them, even a long time ago, is Angie Noir and Tonka Imperial. And just people like, you smell good. We'll get in front of this person or people.
Yeah.
And I don't hear a thing. I don't, and I'm trying to figure that out right now because I love Queer Beluga, but I voted for Tonka Imperial. I might have voted for Angie Black. Probably. So, how's my voice coming in? Good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of far away, but we can hear you.
You're good. You're good, Bobby. Let's have a look at the poll.
Show us the scene. Show us outside, Bobby.
Yeah, take us to the window, Bobby.
To the window, to the wall.
We're still Tonka's at the top, 36%, 44 votes.
Hold on. So why don't you do this? Take who's winning right now, Tonka?
Yeah.
Okay, so take Tonka and add 3 more now.
Take these right out, yeah?
Yeah, so now add Tonka to the new poll, and then
All
add
right.
3
I'm
more.
going to end
and
this
let's see
poll.
if Tonka
Somebody
stays
want...
up.
Okay, I'm going to end this poll. Okay, poll ended. Start a new poll. Tonka Imperial.
Yeah, so add Tonka. So let's see if it stays on top.
Okay, what's number 2? Let's put
STV.
out STV was already in there.
What Spiritus then, people? I don't remember that in
there. Neroli Outre Noir.
Let's put Angelique.
Angelique Noir.
Oh yeah, Angelique. Yeah. Neroli. And what's another big famous one?
Rose Barbare.
I like Rose Barbar. I don't know if it would do very well though. So we've had Bois d'Harmonie. Julius Tuberose. Is anyone interested in that?
Listen, if you
Iris
think
Codetti?
you think that Rose Barbare isn't going to do well, Tuberose is going to tank.
Is going to tank. So we can go Rose Barbar. Nobody wants Cruel Gardenia, I imagine. We can go Julius Tuberose, Iris Todefi.
Oh yeah, never mind. Iris Todefi, I just put that in.
Okay, let's put Iris Todefi.
I really like Iris Todefi. Like really, really like
Maybe
that
I'll
one.
wear Iris Todefi to the gym tonight. I need a gym scent. I
Kuros.
said Kuros earlier, but I don't know if I want to go down that road.
I'll send you some Amouage Gold and wear it to the gym.
I've tried Amouage Gold. I've had a sample of Amouage Gold. All right,
People
there's the new poll.
He worked so hard he pissed himself.
I remember I had a small sample and I sprayed half of it on a friend at work, like on his back while he wasn't looking. Just like as a practical joke.
God. And I remember doing that to a friend of my twin brothers with like the bottle of Fahrenheit that my dad has in his bathroom cupboard. That shit was hilarious. He stank, but that shit was hilarious.
I'm gonna buy Citral Bosé again just to prank people.
What about the other lines from Guerlain?
Aqua Lagoria, that's a good line, I think. In terms of modern Guerlains, I'm just a citrus guy, so that's why I like it. But still,
I don't have a whole lot of Aqua Lagorias, but I know that they get a lot of love. Like people love Allegorias.
The vetiver one is really nice, really really nice, and it's totally wearable for like it's totally unisex.
Right.
Because a lot of I know all perfumery is unisex, but a lot of them lean really really feminine.
There's also
I haven't tried any of them.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
in terms of other lines, so there's also the Lizzo line, which doesn't really get that much attention, but I really, really enjoy the Lizzo line. Like Eau du Guerlain, amazing. Eau du Colonia Imperial,
What's the
amazing.
Lizzo
Colombo
line?
Parfumeur, dude.
Lezo
Colombo
Chanel.
Parfumeur is incredible.
No, there's also a
Lezo
Guerlain
Chanel.
Lizzo.
Is there?
Yeah, there's Eau du
You
Colonia
see?
Imperial, Eau du Cologne du Coq. There's Eau Parfumeur, which is by Thierry Vasseur. And Eau du Guerlain, which is by Jean Paul. Yeah, all of the major Guerlain people have an Eau du Cologne of their own, and they compiled that into the Les Eaux collection of Guerlain.
I know this is like a modern day Guerlain, but I think we scrapped the Aqua Allegoria line, the pull, and we bring in like the heavy hitters, Abbey Rouge, Vetiver.
But you have to include the dress code and the Habirouche
Heritage.
law.
We can only do 4 at a time, though. That's the thing.
So we're doing all-time masculines?
Yeah, I think that would be way more exciting, at least for me.
I mean, I think in terms of all-time masculines, my vote goes to Heritage.
That's a nice one.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of them for masculines.
Yeah, like Vetiver is nice. Abbey Rouge I don't really get. Darby I've never smelled. And which one did I forget?
L'instant.
No, let's just leave Heritage. Yeah, that's which is my favorite out of the masculines at least.
What's your take on the Les Parisiens, Eugene?
Well, the Parisians to me feel like reconstruct. That's what they are. They're reconstructed classics, either re-released or like retweaked, and that's what I think.
I mean, you got Chamade, which is.
Do I like them?
Men.
Are you asking me? Do I like them?
Yeah, and do you wear
You're
them?
talking about you're talking about the masculine Parisians.
No, I'm talking
Or
about the feminine ones, the Baiser
The feminine
Russie
ones.
and
Okay, let me get them.
Anglais.
I think they're nice. I think they're really nice, but I don't wear them. You know what, Sean, I really like is the honey.
Is the Mon.
I really like this. Mon Pression Nectar.
Mon Pression Nectar, yeah.
This
it's
is
really
gorgeous.
good.
So,
I think this is discontinued.
I can't find it on the website, so probably.
Nuit d'Amour is a powdery rose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a
Haven't
nice
tried,
classical French perfume. Cherry
haven't tried any
blossom.
of them.
Very simple. Very
You
simple.
have wear
Very
a lot of that one, right?
Pardon?
That you have wear it a lot.
I got it like this. There's Louis. That's the aldehydic floral.
Yeah.
That's like their version of number 5. Mademoiselle Guerlain. I really like this.
That's great.
This is-
yeah, I totally
This
agree.
is I like this way more than the Petite Robe Noire, which this was kind of the idea.
The precursor.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
I
was
didn't know.
almost like the what was it to
The
the Mon
prototype?
Guerlain? It was Mon what was the Mon Exclusive? You remember what Mon Exclusive was to Mon Guerlain?
Yeah.
Right? It was like the trial, it was the idea. This was the idea to Le Petite Robe Noire, and I much prefer this.
That smells incredible. I love it. When I smelled it, I loved it.
I love this. I do. This I like. It's green. It's galbanum. It's sweet. It's got a nice marshmallow accord to it. It's airy.
I can't help but realize that your collection
Yeah.
at the time that you bought it,
Yeah.
plus all the discontinuations, plus the inflation, you
Yeah.
could probably triple up on your money.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
if somebody wanted to spend triple the money, but
I'm telling you, people will pay up for for those X-rays that you had and all those bottles. You kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. Daniel, it was you asking me about the Abbey Rouge X-ray, wasn't it?
Yeah. God damn it! I got so angry when I smelled.
You smelled it recently?
Yeah, I was in Paris and I smelled it, but it's I don't know, something like 800 euros the bottle, and I got so fucking angry
Why?
because I couldn't afford it.
How much is it?
Like 800 euros, something like that.
For 50 ml.
No, 100 ml, and it's an extract.
Oh, mine is 50 ml. They didn't have 100 ml when I bought mine.
You have to. Well, when I went, you have to have it in the refill bottle, in the same that the Parisiennes bottle.
Oh, in these.
In these, exactly, in those ones.
Right, so it doesn't come in the regular Listerine Abbey
No.
Rouge bottle.
No.
Well, neither does Abbey Rouge anymore.
Have you tried Lourdes de Nuit?
I love Lourdes de Nuit.
Better than Lourdes Bleu? Nobody will ever admit to liking this better than Lourdes
Yes,
Bleu.
I do like it better than Lourdes Bleu, to be honest.
Not,
Yes.
not that well,
Yeah.
probably, but hey.
It's a modern take on Lourdes Bleu, is what I imagine it to be.
Yeah, me too. Promenade Anglais, the green one, it's also really good.
I don't have Promenade. There was a few that I thought, at the time, these were like $370, I think. And I was like, because there's a few that are just so watery and airy, and like the florals are so light. There's no density to them. There's no very little substance.
Mm-hmm.
That I was just like, I'm not paying $400+.
By Serre de Roussy, it's a really tricky one. It seems that it's airy, but you turn around and you sniff it after 6 hours or something. It's really weird.
I like Baiser de Russie. That to me is Mont Guerlain with a big green pine in it.
Yeah.
Do you get the Mont Guerlain comparison? Hey, boss, do you get the Mont Guerlain comparison to Baiser de Russie? Hello?
Talk.
What happened to Bob? Where's Bob?
I think he's in Hawaii.
So Bob's got Celine. Have you tried any of the Celine's, guys?
If you think that like L'Absolu d'Orient or like any of the designer exclusives are inaccessible in my area, boy, Celine, no one's ever heard of it in Israel. It's just not here. It's not here. It's not even. It doesn't exist. Period. No one's even heard of Celine here.
Getting shafted again.
I find quite odd that you don't have Guerlain's exclusive in Israel. I would thought you would have.
No, we don't have La Reine Matière. We don't have most of the L'Absolu d'Orient. We just don't. We don't even have. Not a single boutique either. It's just same with the Chanel. It's just not here.
Well, what's the population in Israel?
It's pretty dense, but it's also just like not.
There's no market for it, probably. I'm sure they've done.
No market. No, all the mainstream guys are already here, and no one's asking for them.
Yeah, I'm sure they've crunched numbers and calculated if it's worth it to even send bottles there that way.
Yeah, no, you just get like the mainstream releases from Guerlain and all those. It's just not. It's just, I don't know. No one's really.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I was on your stream.
It was.
Years ago.
Daniel, have you tried Celine's?
I smelled it just in passing the last time I was in the Habit Rouge. My Habit Rouge frustration got me to Celine, and I was like, eh.
What did you think?
They're all right. Like, I know you love them, but like
they work for me. They work great.
They are like
you might not need all of them, but
yeah,
I'm sure there's something in there for a lot of people. Like Catherine says, they might be overpriced too.
Well,
They
it's
Those are my
remind me a
favorite.
little bit of the Dior exclusives, like
I think they're way
dark.
more interesting than your exclusives.
Well, I'm sure it works fine because like the creative director of Celine is Eddie Sliman, which was the guy in charge of Dior, which brought us Dior Silver Stem. So
I,
like, yeah, I can see why you'd like it, Eugen.
I feel like Celine is taking mostly from Chanel's less exclusive line because they kind of found a formula to their fragrances and they're sticking with it throughout them all, and they kind of give you a variation of each one, right? And I mean, it's mostly ISO super. It's like
Some of them, not all of them, have ice.
not all of them. Some of the
Yeah.
fresher ones not, but like a lot of them have that crunchy kind of ISO super
Right.
in there. And honestly, Eau de California is my favorite one. I
And
love
that's
that
super
one.
synthetic, and I like that too. Right?
I love
I
that
get a
one.
lot of ISO from that. I like that one. I can wear all of them. The one I don't understand is Reptile because I keep looking for leather. I don't get any leather from it.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah, I think it's almost
Yeah.
like you have to create the leather in yourself.
Which kind of makes sense for the name, right? Like reptile. I don't know.
Reptile. Yeah, the
but
name
but like
makes sense.
but I'm not almost looking for something like a typical leather, right? I'm looking for something like a reptile, right? Something scaly,
Like
kind
skin.
of almost yeah,
Like dry skin.
yeah.
But I can't. When I wear Reptile, all I can think of is the color orange. All I
I
can
see
think of
browns.
is the color. You get brown.
I get browns and dark greens.
I only see orange. I only see Hermes orange when I wear Reptile.
The
Interesting.
zoologist one.
No, Celine.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that collection was fairly priced because Celine wasn't really known. Like it was one of those, higher end French brands, but like there was no hype to it. But then all of a sudden, Celine, like a lot of rappers and a lot of famous people started wearing the clothing, and like Celine really took off. And now, of course, inflation, and now those bottles are 320 when they were 220 originally. So it's the
Yeah.
normal 30 to 40% inflation since 2022.
How much are the 200 ml bottles?
The 200 is, so add another 100. So you're looking at 420.
I like them, man. I like them a lot.
I'm gonna look up the cost of the Guerlains in Mexico. I haven't looked it up in a long time, but
I really enjoy wearing them. They might not be as like dynamic as the things that we typically love, but to me they wear well. They're classy. I feel like you can wear them anywhere.
You went crazy. I remember when you were telling me, I was like, you were like, yeah, get me the 200 ml bottle. And I was like, oh man, that means he's going to have to get every single bottle in 200 ml.
They're all in 200 ml, bro.
God, those freaking bottles are so huge, man.
They're like bricks, eh? You know what they are? You know what they remind me of? The original cell phone. When they were this big. Actually, it was bigger than this.
That freaking package was expensive to ship. I once sent you like 2 at once.
Yeah, I think 2 in a Dior Privé.
I'm like, Canada's definitely opening up this sucker. It all made it to you.
Everything made it.
Mhm.
Everything made it. I don't regret a single one.
Imagine how many drugs get through your mail.
I don't know, man. Those dogs, I think
Perfume
those dogs are pretty good because they use dogs.
That's true. That's true. Good point.
Dogs are better than any technology, I think, in picking out drugs.
I mean, I figured they could smell that ISO super from a mile away.
Yeah, man. Okay, so let's look at this poll. We got still Angelique Noir is on top, 54%. Oh, beating Tonka Imperial.
Look at that. Look at that.
Damn, 28 votes. Neroli Outrun Noir, not a single vote. Iris Todefi's at 4%.
The green vanilla beating it out, huh?
The green vanilla, the rubbery vanilla. That's Angie Noir, as Bobby Ono refers to her. Angie Noir. Angie
Is he
Black.
back? He's moving again.
Yeah,
Back,
he's
I think.
moving. He's on the prowl, man.
Wow. Whoa, whoa, Black Angie Bamalam.
Never mind.
What's that, Dev?
I said, whoa, Black Angie Bamalam.
Rudy, what's going on with you and your kind of fragrance journey? Are you done? Tapping out? You getting a little bit sort of discouraged?
I personally, I've what I'm doing is I've picked 5 brands that I follow, and that's it. That's all that I care about.
Okay.
Chanel, Celine, Les Indomables, Mall, and Guerlain. Guerlain, I really don't. I guess
Guerlain's
Dior
like,
sometimes.
yeah, here
Dior,
and
I
there.
still follow. I can't help but not follow Dior, but maybe Hermes. So you could throw Hermes in there. Although, like, I don't really like. I'm still interested when they release something. I'll try it without a doubt. Right?
I feel like I'm losing connection with Hermes as well. Even though I did like the last leather, the Violinka.
Yeah.
Volinka.
Volinka. I didn't enjoy it as much as Queer d'Ange, but I think it's more wearable than Queer d'Ange.
Volinka. That's like almost like a Russian
Yeah.
word. Volinka.
What about you? Like, you went on sort of a vintage kick. You went on a long splurge of vintage. What are your thoughts on that now?
I'm not impressed. So the way I would like somebody that does vintage to really dig deep, right? To find everything that smells similar and kind of pick out the best in class, right? And just tell people, okay, when it comes to this category, the lavender fragrance, go for these. If you want the Italian leather, go for these. If you want the honey patch, go for this one. Like, it's just to pinpoint rather than because there's so much that just smells so similar to me that it got to the point where it's just like I'm good, right? And I'm not into the whole scouring the internet for a vintage bottle, finding the right price, and then praying that it smells fine.
It's still
Right?
intact.
Like, if it wasn't for Anush, I never would have went into it. Period.
Oh, thank
Enchanté.com.
Because he made it so easy for you. Yeah, he made it so easy. It's like, how did you not? It's like, you go to WhatsApp, you put a bunch of names in the chat, and then he's just like, yeah, got it. Sends you pictures, great prices, and sends it right over. And they smell great.
Yeah, we're lucky to have somebody like him who's on top of it. You ask him a question, and within like 20 minutes, you have a response with a picture and details and everything. Yeah, no doubt.
But then when I started going through eBay, it's like I have 10 purchases through 10 different accounts, through 10 different sellers, and it's just like.
And there's always the worry of what if it's fake, or what if it's the wrong thing, or what if it's just a modern and they price it up as a vintage.
Well, I'm not worried about any of that stuff, whether it's fake or intact. But what about like the actual smell of it? Like, that's all baloney. What about the actual perfume? The perfume itself is most important. What did you think about the style of perfume?
Maybe I should revisit it in like 10 years when I'm a little bit older. But for me, I just can't. I don't know. I just can't wear it out.
Yeah.
I'm not that comfortable in my skin wearing like a lot of these. Don't get me wrong. Some of them I love, but most of the ones I love came from more of the bigger brands, of the more well-known releases. It wasn't some random, like Van Cleef & Arpels, Pour Homme, probably said that wrong. Egoist, Antaeus, Fahrenheit, Eau de Hermes. Like, those are very typical. It's almost like you're gonna go for those right away, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm sorry, I know Dunk is in the chat, but stuff like Krizia Moods, Hugo
I want
Boss
my money back,
#1,
Duncan.
Oh,
I want my money
Boss.
back.
freaks.
Refund.
Honey Patches, the vintage
I didn't
ones
care about
are
those either.
they're horrendous. The
Gentleman
honey,
is
that-
okay,
that
but boss
synthetic
number
honey
one is
horrendous.
bad.
I couldn't do it. The Givenchy Gentleman, the original, couldn't do it.
I don't know. Gentleman is manageable when compared to like Boss. Boss is just straight up awful.
I
To be
can't
fair,
remember Boss for some reason.
it might be my skin though, because it just balloons up, and all I get is that sweet honey, and it just makes my stomach turn. And I just
Yes,
can't
I
do it.
think
It's an
it does
automatic
do
scrub.
that to me as well,
Dushan
yeah.
says it. Best thing about vintages is the quality. I agree.
Eh,
I think the quality was better. It was different. I don't think they were blended as good as they are today, though. I think blending techniques feel like
there's
they're
pros and cons
smoother
about
than
both of them. You can't just say, "Oh, it's the quality."
Okay, let's have a look at this poll. Should we do like vintage Guerlain? Even though it says modern.
All-time masculines. So you said you're going to do that.
So we have Angelique Noir 50%. I'm going to end this poll. And we'll do.
So it's Vetiver, Habit Rouge, Darby, and Heritage. I think those are the four.
I'm not going to put Derby.
Okay. So.
I'll put Heritage.
Yeah,
Habit
Heritage.
Oh, Habit Rouge.
I might have to put Derby. What the fuck else would I put?
Like there's Coriolan, which is even less people have smelled.
No.
There's.
I mean, I'm thankful to have a newer bottle of Derby. I got really lucky on that. I bought it and it disappeared like a couple of weeks later from everywhere.
Do you think it'll ever come back?
I mean,
I'm gonna put Lidge.
Okay. I mean,
So
there's also
Habit Rouge, Vetiver, Heritage, and Lidge.
there's also Mouchoir de Monsieur, which even less people have smelled.
No, I'm not gonna put that either.
I would have to go with Heritage.
Same
Heritage.
Heritage.
Okay, there it is. There is the list. Habit Rouge, Vetiver, Heritage, and Lidge. Lidge is hanging in there, man. Lidge is hanging in there. Second only to Heritage. You got 15 votes, 17 votes, 18 votes.
Did you add Habit Rouge?
Habit Rouge, Vetiver, Heritage,
Habit
and Longstone.
Habit. Habit.
What's that?
I keep saying
Wow.
Hobbit. Like Hobbit.
What happened to Bobby? I just noticed Bobby's gone.
You
Bobby's
know,
frozen.
he had some problems. I think he just got tired and left. It happens. It happens.
I would have
I think-
sworn Javi Rouge is gonna win.
I
Thanks for
think
the
it's
invite.
It's
wait,
polarizing.
Rouge is winning. I thought Heritage is a clean sweep.
It's too polarizing, Habit Rouge.
Yeah, I agree. It's too polarizing. I
Yeah,
used
no,
to hate it,
I
and
can't
I
get
love
it.
it now.
I can't.
Yeah, vintage is an acquired taste. And although I like you said, I don't feel uncomfortable in it. I just prefer to wear other things.
Like, I don't care. Give me the ISO Super and the Ambroxan. Just keep the Amberwoods, but I'll take those two.
I don't know. I like more classical stuff if it leans in the eau de cologne direction.
You know what I think vintage is for? People that love to smell like loud. They love loud perfumes.
Oh God, those
Because they are extremely aggressive.
yeah.
Like most of the big vintages, they're massive.
But one of my favorite vintages that I own by far is number 19, the Parfum that I have.
Yeah.
That thing,
Yeah.
when I dab it on, it's just like I'm just sitting down on my desk, whatever, and I'm just catching wafts of it. It's just like pure
I love
relaxation.
19.
It's
I've
so
not
good.
smelled the pure parfum, but I love the idea of 19.
You don't have a Parfum number 19? Dude, you have to buy a vintage little splash 7.5 ml. You can find them for like $80. I paid 60 for mine.
The only pure parfums of Chanel I have are number 5 and Coco Mademoiselle.
So good.
Mademoiselle.
I think this one is one of the best vintages.
Oof.
Patu
Oh
Puro.
my! Oh Jesus, that's expensive.
Yeah,
I have an
it was
unpopular opinion on that.
it was a gift from my wife. Like
Is that the
his,
OG or Privé?
sorry,
Is that the OG or Privé?
the OG.
Okay.
Yeah, this bottle has, I don't know, 40 years. I think it used to belong to his
Jesus.
grandfather.
Prohibitively expensive.
She knew. What was that on your wish list? She knew you wanted it.
No, like his grandfather used to collect perfumes, and one day she said like, "Oh, do you like Patu Purom?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Wow.
Jeez. That's a score and a half right there. Jesus.
yeah."
A great girlfriend.
Yeah, I want to wear it.
Wow. Jesus. You know, I think my favorite Patu is like Sublime. That's it. Kind of goes in the same direction as Samsara. I feel Sublime from Patu. It has some of that kind of, you know, combination of milky and flowery that I feel like the eau de toilette of Samsara has. Have you guys smelled Sublime by Jean Patu?
I haven't.
Is that like the rose or the Guerlain? I remember
I
looking into
feel
that
like
one.
it has a lot of. I feel like it has like sandalwood in it. It's also like goes in a more kind of ambery direction. I do feel like there's a line that goes between Samsara and Sublime.
Let me ask you this: do you think Jean Patou is worth $900?
Absolutely not. No way in hell.
No, it's well. I think that's a difficult question because does a Picasso is worth $3 million? Like
It's
the
worth what
materials.
somebody's willing to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure,
The materials
And
are the same as
in 5 years, it'll be going for $2,000, and people will be paying that much for it.
I don't know.
Somebody will want it, and they'll come up with $2,000 for it. Like, might not be worth it to you and me. You
Yeah,
know?
but art, like all that expensive art is pretty much money laundering in a way. It's just it's BS anyways. But like a fragrance, it's different. It's not on the same level.
No, I agree, but I think Eugene nailed it, dude. Things are worth what people are willing to pay for them. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Rudy,
like
have you ever
True.
Rudy, have you ever paid for a fragrance that you wanted so bad?
Of course, but there was a limit to what I would pay for it.
Right.
You know, like if you come to me, like I really want a bottle of Sycamore Eau de Toilette, right? But if you come to me like, oh, I got a vintage bottle for you, oh really? It's $700. I'll be like, yeah, no, thank you.
What's up, Anush? We got Anush.
Like I'm just not doing it, right? But what? There's something I really wanted.
Yeah,
really
you
paid
might,
up
I
for.
might not, but somebody's gonna want it bad enough, and they're gonna pay for it.
I don't remember ever paying something over value before that much. Like maybe I don't know. I've definitely bought stupid things, but
I
I
think
paid what
Rich
they
Mitch,
cost.
Rich Mitch would pay exorbitant amounts for vintage perfume, right, Eugene?
He has
I
a
don't
limit.
know. I don't know. Like, only he knows if it was an exorbitant amount. Like for him,
He has a limit. He's pretty good. Like he goes into detail with that, and like for the most part, I feel like he gets all his. But he's in the UK. I feel like the vintage prices there are way different than they are in America, and I feel like it's closer to France, right? So all those bottles are around there, and they can ship to him.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of more leaning like Daniel. Like if I've wanted something, I've always just gone and bought it. Didn't matter. Like if I wanted it, I went and bought it. That was it.
I mean, same, but I usually go for like the smallest size available because, like,
No, I
whenever.
wanted the biggest bottle.
For me, it's like give me like a 2 drops and I'll be fine.
No.
I just want to experience something, and that's that.
Yeah, but how much are you like? How much would you be willing to pay more for it than what it was valued at? That's the question.
No, I'm saying I'm going for the smallest size because it usually goes for less than if I wanted like, the conventional 50s and 100s.
Anush is a superstar, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Everybody loves Anush.
What about something like Montreal de Monsieur that it's just been recently discontinued, and it used to go for like $150, and now it's
That's what the
300.
retail was. You know,
No,
when,
wait,
when
is
the
it really?
Guerlain boutique was here, they had at the Guerlain boutique, it was what, $100, $120
Yeah,
Wait, how
retail,
much is
right?
it going for?
Like, what does Jicky retail for?
yeah, like 120, and now it's going for the Montreal de Monsieur. I think it's going for 250,
I have a
280.
full
but-
bottle of it too. Don't tell me that.
What's up, Anush, buddy?
I'll sell that.
What's going on?
I'll sell that
What's
sucker.
good? What's good?
Can you guys hear me?
Dude, but you smell
Anush
like
smoking a big stogie. I hear him
the king
coughing
of
in here.
Spain.
Is that
What's up,
The
bottle?
brother?
king of Spain uses Montreal de Monsieur, so that's priceless, man.
Good lord,
It's
I have a cough
good, though.
attack like
It's
an old
good.
man.
Oh, it's a news. I thought it was Bobby.
Oh man,
What are you working out?
I just came home from the gym about a half an hour ago and just trying to chug water here, and I start choking on it like an old man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How you guys all doing? Good to see you guys.
Good,
We're
good.
doing
What's up,
brilliant.
Anush? How are you, buddy?
Hi, man.
I'm getting tired over here. It's like 3 something a.m. I'm just gonna sit the stream out. See when it
No,
ends. It ends.
It's going
I got
well.
free
Like we
time.
fired up the stream. You never know what's going to happen. We have people from all over the world here. We got Dev from Israel. We got Rudy from New York City. We got Daniel from Mexico, and we got Anuj from Toronto. And just like 30 minutes from me.
Pretty much. Hey, Daniel, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you too, man. You're pretty famous.
Well,
He is famous.
He gets
Daniel's a
around.
big Guerlain lover, Anush.
okay, yeah. Well, that's why you're doing this stream, right? All you Guerlainophiles.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I
When you
guess.
phrase it like that.
I actually was working when the stream started, and I was like, I gotta hop on this one. Like, I gotta set everyone straight about Thierry Wasser and Guerlain. No, I'm just kidding.
You're a big
So-
fan of Wasser, eh?
Yeah, I love, and I love him as a as a person. Like, he's really a really cool dude.
Yeah, I like him as a person too. I like Wasser. I love giving him a hard time too, though.
And he takes it, and he gives it.
He will give it back, yeah, but he
You
takes
see,
it.
what's cool about him is that you guys have spoken to him. Like, how many perfumers can you say you've spoken to? And especially a big time one like him.
Yeah,
I mean, perfumers in general. I've spoken to Joe Rose, which, like, by definition, because he makes his indie stuff, he's a perfumer. So that's one on the list that I got.
But that's a
Wasser
good one.
likes the spotlight, though. He likes talking to people. He loves
Yeah.
the camera. He loves the center of the room, and he commands it. He
Yeah.
sits. He takes control. He grabs the mic. He kind of caresses everybody with his eyes. He scans the room and he talks to everybody. He includes everybody when he's speaking, right? And he's a great speaker. He's confident. He's bold. He's funny.
He looks at you like Tom Cruise looks at the camera.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's going to play, you know what it is? He's going to play any role you want. If you come to him and you say, I don't like the Le Petit Robe Noir, he's going to say, I fucking hate making those. But if you're like, I love the Le Petit Robe Noir flankers, he'll be like, thank you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, whatever role you want him to play, that's what he does.
and to
Yeah,
be
he's
honest,
really good at it.
he's a pretty smart cat. He's a pretty smart guy. Like, when I have talked to him, I got really impressed with how he expresses himself, because I've met a couple of perfumers that, to be honest, they are really, really dumb. Like, they only know about perfumery and they don't know anything else in life.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes you only need to know one thing and do it very, very well
Yeah, that's right.
Mm,
That's right.
at the end of the
that's a
day.
great point. Great point. Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure,
No.
shoot.
So I kind of like in the last, especially in the last like more than a decade, kind of lump Guerlain kind of in Dior now is like, like punching bag sisters, basically brothers in the direction that they've kind of gone in the style that they have in modern times. For 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 guys like you who have been like deep rooted fandom of like Guerlain for many, many years, what are your guys' thoughts of what's going on now, what has been going on now, and what will be going on now?
I'm angry. My feelings are hurt, and I don't know if I'll ever recover from what's going on over at Guerlain. I don't know. You know what? It's not the same, but there's so many other brands out there that we just move on, and that's kind of
You
where I'm
know,
at.
I don't have to miss the old Guerlain straight from the Go Guerlain because they still have their old stuff, so that's there
Yeah.
for me to appreciate.
Yeah. When they were purchased by Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, the plan was to grow the brand, and they're doing exactly what they said they were. They're leaving old consumers behind, but they're picking up way more in the process. And it appears like a lot of people are enjoying their perfumes. It's just not this corner of the world.
I personally, like I said it before, I don't care because now they're saving me money.
True.
So they've made it easy for me to not want to buy anything from them.
That's
So
a good point. They're basically steering you in a different direction.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll stick with Chanel.
For
My
me,
take
so
on that.
Do you guys find that a lot of these old school brands that have become like just more mainstream about just money and profit? I mean, let's not get it twisted. All these companies were making profits even decades and decades ago, but it's just at a different level now in terms of the way it's churned out. But do you think that they're causing people to just completely go and look for different stuff and just keep like start digging like dogs in the backyard, digging for bones and looking for different types of stuff?
Well, they're the reason why we had niche and why we have indie now. It's solely the reason why people went looking elsewhere, and people are filling that void now. Others are. So
And what is indie doing? Most of it's recreating the classic accords.
Exactly.
They're going back to like classic perfumery. Some are doing like they're going forward and they're using synthetics and they're quite creative, but a lot of like when niche first came about, most of it was creating classic oak moss accords, oak moss patchouli, chypras, fougères. But even now, it's like a lot of the designer exclusives are just, they're becoming so mainstream. They're so mass appealing because that's where the money is.
I mean, like, can you imagine how easy it is for Le Labo to make a fragrance? Because I mean, they're basically all synthetic materials. They're all made in the lab. They don't have to go harvest anything, right? They don't have to worry about any of that. And they easily get $300 for each bottle, no problem. And what are you gonna do? I mean, people are spending it. Like, can't you really blame them? It's like, who do you blame? The person making the top 10 videos, or the people by the thousands that are watching it?
they can share the blame. We're not greedy here.
Share the blame. There's enough blame to go around. We're gonna blame everybody, and we got lots of fingers to point. Right?
Yeah, lady fingers.
I think
Now I'm hungry. Why are you doing this to me?
90% of niche is bullshit anyway. I think like now anyone can be a perfumer, and it's not that easy. And I'm sure
I
Eugene
think
that
it's great that you can try.
exactly.
It takes
Yes.
a lot of time. But now it's great that it's accessible.
It's like the
That's a
new
good point.
like painting. Like every divorced wife on earth takes up painting, but you're not Picasso, or you're not
Oh yeah,
Dali.
absolutely. It's kind of like some people who are like indie and charging Price is not naming names, Slumber House, but like, you know, it's great that you can start, and it's easier than ever to pick up the the painting materials, if you can call it that. It's easier more than ever, but also like, how about you educate yourself?
Exactly.
I would
Yeah.
argue that that Frederick Mall, all these big brands that have been purchased by conglomerates are not niche anymore because they're so easily accessible now.
I
Like
would also say
MSK,
it like that. Yes.
those are
Yeah,
they're
they are
not
luxury.
niche anymore. Yeah, you could say that, but I just don't see them as niche anymore. I can literally go into Manhattan and go to 10 different stores and sample Frederick Mall.
And what about on that vein? Is Guerlain niche? Because Guerlain has a lot of non-accessible um, perfumes.
But they have a lot of accessible perfumes.
Yeah,
They have different lines. They have different ranges.
and I was going to say that because I think Guerlain it's at odds with itself, like because they have a lot of accessible perfumers that you can literally pick up on the drugstore, and they also have something that is literally unattainable, like royal extract and stuff like that. So I think that's their main problem actually, because people see a Guerlain maybe, and if they know the brand, they know it from Vetiver that you can get at the drugstore, but maybe it's a Guerlain that's really really niche, and they assume it's cheap sometimes.
It's mass produced like a lot. Like it's no issue to buy it. I mean, who was Frederick Mall? Nobody knew of them when they first came out. I mean, they were very hard to find.
Yeah.
They were. Even when I discovered them 10 years ago, they had one outlet in all of Canada. Now there's like 5 in my general area that I can get to with a car with less than 45 minutes.
Did LVMH bought Frederick Mal or someone like
Estee
that?
Lauder.
Estee Lauder. Even worse.
Yeah.
Look,
I
if
don't
you
know
want
if
even
Estee
worse,
Lauder is worse
L'Oreal
than
could
Louis.
have
I
done
think
something.
Louis Vuitton is where brands go to die. That you go to Louis Vuitton, you're
LVMH?
jumping off a cliff. Yeah, Louis Vuitton,
Oh,
Moët
there's a lot of
You
LVMH.
think so?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
Buddy,
companies that you
L'Oreal,
could
that's
say
where
they
it
go
goes
there
to
to
die.
die.
I mean, Estee Lauder has destroyed some brands.
Well, where's Tom Ford?
It's
Estee
destroyed.
Lauder.
On
I still
vacation, I assume.
Yeah, like the
Now-
last couple of releases haven't been good.
Last couple, it's been going on for like 6 years now. Tom Ford has
Probably
been
why I
like,
haven't purchased anything since like Tobacco Oud. Where's
And they
that noise
bought
coming from?
Tom Ford. They bought it like for $1 billion, something like that, right?
yeah, the contract was up, and then they repurchased them.
Dude,
Where's
I
that
would sell
noise
my
coming
mother
from,
for
yo?
$1 billion.
Is that
Are you
mine? Okay,
kidding me?
I'm gonna jump out. I think that's my phone. It's screwing up your stream.
Yeah, it
so
sounds
have a
like
good night.
someone's
Yeah, hop back
chewing the
on.
mic.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, come back.
Sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
You're good now,
Yeah.
buddy. Who does L'Oreal own?
Azzaro, definitely. Lancome,
like-
I think. There's a bunch others.
But they haven't put anything out in
Yves
forever.
Saint Laurent. They own Yves Saint Laurent. That's horrific.
Coty,
Yves
I
Saint
think.
Laurent is horrible. I don't know how Tuxedo is so popular.
The whole
I
line
don't
is not
Because
good.
my Amberwoods.
Yeah, my Amberwoods. That's what it is exactly. L'Oreal's the worst.
Shiseido
I can't
has,
even
like,
take
Fresh
anything from
Vuitton,
L'Oreal
so they're not
serious.
that bad.
Yeah, Mugler.
God, Issey,
Damn.
no,
I mean-
Issey Miyake is not under. I don't think Issey Miyake is under L'Oreal.
What about Dolce Gabbana?
Oh, they were Shiseido.
They're
Shiseido.
currently
Can't even say it.
French, so they also might be L'Oreal.
Not good. Let's have a look at this poll here.
They were dropped recently.
46
Dolce & Gabbana.
votes. Okay, if you want to vote, do so now. We're going to end this poll. And Heritage is in the lead, 39%. Lidge,
I knew
24%.
it. That's my boy.
Abbey Rouge, 20%. Vetiver, 17% in last place.
I kind of get it. Vetiver's the oldest, you know.
Hardest to wear.
No, I'd say Abbey Rouge is the hardest to wear. Vetiver is gentle. I don't think it has any like, because it's like so. How shall I say it? Timid. You could say that's why I don't think it has many fans. It's very
Abbey
timid.
Rouge is timid.
No, not Abbey Rouge. I say that Vetiver is timid. And that's
I find Abbey Rouge easier to wear than Vetiver.
I
The
completely
tobacco in Vetiver that is harsh.
I use
Jonathan,
Vetiver
what's happening,
only.
Jonathan. I
I
was
use
just
it on
wondering today
business
where
meeting.
Jonathan was.
Habit Rouge, like you could literally torture me with that stuff.
You don't like
Like-
it either?
You bring me into the police department and put a strip under my nose, and I'll rat on everybody. That stuff
Wow.
I can't.
Why?
can't
What
stand
is it about Abbey Rouge? The florals?
that powdery vanilla? It's so dry and powdery and sweet. It's just
It
does
feels
the
like
same effect as honey
much
patchouli.
colder Shalimar. It feels like a much colder Shalimar.
Oh man.
I love it.
Like
I can't do it.
Have you tried the variations on Abbey Rouge, Leo and dress code?
I
Have you
haven't.
guys tried?
No.
No, I completely written all of the flankers off after the first one.
You know
Although people are telling me the new one is good.
I have this as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Santa Paurosa.
You guys like this?
Never smelled it.
That
Yeah.
one wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad,
I
but it
was
wasn't
okay.
great either. It was like
It turns
Even
a
though
little
I
bit
like it.
sour, right?
It wasn't worth 400 to me.
Yeah. I love it.
dress code.
Dress-
Can you wear this, Rudy?
I haven't tried that one, but something. What's the other one that I like? Jiki.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that civet vanilla.
I love Jiki, yo.
It's
Jiki
Jiki
has
is
the
like-
kind of subtle stinkiness, the kind of breathy
turns me
stinkiness.
off.
I'm surprised, but I'm not at this poll.
Oh,
to
Dunk,
me-
you wanna?
I was surprised that Vetiver was so low.
Yeah, I mean, I
me-
think Vetiver is one of the all-time greats, but
Yeah.
even though I think that, it's still hard for me to wear.
Yeah, for me, Vetiver is definitely second place.
To me, it smells like success, like a businessman in a suit or something like that.
I
Vetiver?
like Vetiver.
Yeah.
Vetiver smells
Anything
like
I
an
like it.
old dude in a suit.
Mhm.
Yeah, dressed
To
up.
me,
Absolutely.
to me,
White crisp
Vetiver
shirt.
smells like a.
Exactly.
To me, Vetiver
Like a
smells
well-groomed man dressed up in a suit and
Nah.
smell like sparkling, crisp, clean with that
To me,
Vetiver.
kind of tobacco and a little softness. To me, it smells like a beatnik, black turtleneck. For me, I don't know why, like a black
I
turtleneck.
see. I
And
see a suit jacket with the patches, with the elbow patches.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
I remember
see.
smelling it on a guy and I was like, holy, that smells incredible.
Yeah.
Like on a businessman. I was just like, wow,
That's
incredible.
success to me smells like Equipage by Hermes. That's you've not like it's so successful. You're the fruits of someone else's success from generations ago.
Yeah. Someone puts Vetiver smells like old money, and I agree. And you
does.
say heritage.
You know what else smells like old money to me is Bois Dormant, not Dormant, Bois d'Argent and Mitsuko. Those smell like old money.
Yeah.
It smells like aristocracy, like royalty to me.
Yeah.
It smells like a ballroom. I said like
31
Russian.
Rue Cambon.
Yeah.
Smells
What else
like
smells like
money.
old money?
I said Equipage.
Magalev?
Edith Poudre.
Equipage, definitely.
Iris Poudre?
Monsieur de
Okay.
Monsieur, obviously.
Old money?
I just see an older woman, French lady, just walking into a ballroom with that stuff on.
I heard the
Oh, and
birds.
by the way, yeah, you hear that?
Yeah.
I have number 18 on Eau de Toilette. Somebody
love that
from the
stuff,
community
too.
sent me a sample. It's so good. It's very close to the EDP though, like very close. It's not as cold. There's a little bit more warm amber in the base in the EDP, but they're very similar. Still very transparent and that kind of very dry, cold, like ashy ambrette. Oh yeah, that ylang ylang is just.
I agree. Critter Russi, Chypre Palatin, great choices. Diaghilev.
Why for women? I think.
Why what?
Why Yves Saint Laurent's why
okay.
for women?
Oh, the rose. Is that the rose?
It's
like the 1970s.
Yes,
the
that one.
galbanum. Huh?
Yeah, that's a beautiful perfume.
And Eugene, what were you gonna say? Something about number 18? You said you like what better?
So you got 18 EDT sample on, right?
Yeah.
So when I was first discovering the Les Exclusives, it was before the EDP. It was way before the EDPs. I remember sampling 19, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is incredible!" Like right off the first smell, I was like blown away. And then I tried wearing it, and I could just never smell anything off of me. And I had the same problem with Sycamore. I couldn't smell Sycamore, and I couldn't smell 18 until they were released in EDP forms. And then I was like, okay, I get it. Like I prefer them both in the EDP.
Really?
I just couldn't smell them at all.
Sycamore, like I have no problem smelling the EDT or the Sycamore EDT, no problems. But the Sycamore EDT to the EDP almost feels like a completely different fragrance.
I keep hearing that. I don't think they're all that different, but oh, what did you prefer? What did you prefer more about the EDT?
Of the Sycamore?
Yeah.
So I get more vetiver from the EDT. I get more kind of this grapefruit citrusy saltiness.
Right.
It almost feels like vetiver on the shore of a beach, kind of.
Yeah.
The vetiver is just way more rootier. It just sings a lot better in the EDT. The EDP is kind of more in the tobacco, more warm, ambery, woody stages in the EDP.
Hey, can I just say something? You know who you are. No, I really hate Champs-Élysées. Don't say that I like Champs-Élysées. I hate Champs-Élysées. It's such a bad perfume in my opinion. You know who you are. Thank you. Anyway.
Floral. But
yeah.
Sycamore to me, like I remember the EDT being a bit smokier, and I that's all I can remember from it. And I had a bottle and I sold it just because of like I wasn't able to perceive it.
You didn't sell it to me?
Just did. It was a long time ago. I don't. It's
gone.
gone. It's gone, buddy.
Guys, I have to go. It was lovely seeing you. I'm gonna go see Mission Impossible. So
yeah, honestly, same. It's like 3:20 something in the AM. I should really go and sleep. See ya.
All right.
Thank you for having me. Nice
Take
meeting
care.
you.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
the
much.
movie. It was nice to meet you too.
See you later. It's like
have a good night.
There you go. All right. It's a good time, maybe. Rudy, what are you up to?
I got this left, and then I'm gonna lay down for a little bit.
All right. We'll finish that and we'll end this stream. And we'll end this poll too here. That way, I think if I end the poll, it'll stay in the video. But if I don't end the poll, I think it's going to disappear. So if somebody wants to vote, you've got till Rudy finishes his cigar.
Yeah. So did you get the shoes?
Huh?
Did you get the shoes?
No, not yet. Not yet.
You got them?
I'm going to get them. Yeah. I'm going to get them.
Nice.
I like the peanuts. I love Cons, eh? I feel so comfortable in my Converse. I don't wear like typical running shoes like Nikes and whatever else, like the things my kids wear. I just always in Cons.
The Converse works for you.
Yeah.
I can never wear Converse. It's just not me, but I could see it.
Why not? There's very little support, right?
Yeah.
There's and I beat the shit out of mine too.
Yeah, what is it? Those leopard ones you got or whatever?
I got I've got a bunch. I've got lots, really.
The ones you kick the door in?
Yeah. Yeah. No, those were my Vervatos.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I had the Vervatos, the John Vervatos Converse collaboration. They had zippers on them.
Yeah, that's right. Can't be bothered with racing. Come on, man.
Everybody's like, "What the fuck? You got zippers on your shoes?" I was like, "Wait, that's not normal. Doesn't everybody have zippers on their shoes?" I like the black Converse. I don't know. I like black t-shirts, black pants, black shoes. It's just kind of like it's my vibe, right?
You have to like realize that like every region is very different, like what everybody likes. Because like I know in Europe, like Adidas is really, really big, and typically America is Nike, Jordan. But like I'm not sure what Canada is. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Canada takes more from Europe than it does from America.
It's like maybe if people are traveling to Europe and they're coming back, they're bringing shit with them. I remember going to Europe and seeing the style and the kids were much more stylish and Adidas were huge. Like we were in the Nike at the time. I was all in the Nike, but all my cousins and friends and stuff were wearing Adidas over there. I was really surprised.
Yeah, I think Adidas is number one there, but like Nike's number one here.
Yeah,
but it's just like trends, right? And like I feel like I hear like UK like Air Maxes are really, really big, but here it's not. So
my kids are in the Air Force Ones.
Yeah, the kids, man, they
both of them stuff. Like they have multiple versions in black and white and Air Force Ones.
Yeah,
low tops.
Those are like the shoes you wear from like high school into like college years.
That's what it feels like. It feels like all their friends are wearing like similar shoes too.
Yeah, it's trends, just like it's just like the fragrances here.
Yeah, right? They're fitting into. Yeah, exactly. They're fitting into. But I really like those peanut Converse collab. Those, yeah, that guy. Somebody sent me a message saying that's Woodstock. The guy's name is Woodstock.
Oh yeah.
The little peanut, the little bird there, the tweet.
Yeah. Somebody's always got to correct you, right?
Yeah. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna end this, but we got 57 votes. Heritage 39%, Lidge 25%. Abbey Rouge and Vetiver are very close, 19% and 18%. I'm gonna end it. There we go.
There we go.
Lick the stream. We got 61 likes. Good amount of likes. Lick the stream. Rudy, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to the gym, bro. My body is asking for it. It's not my mind, it's my body saying go to the gym. So my mind has to follow. My mind has to do what the body says. But you're working out a lot, eh?
Yeah, I'm taking care of myself.
Good for you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Bye for now.